Hello, Twitch chat. Welcome back to another super exciting day of Nova Cup games. Joining me on the cast, you all know and love him, it's Offma, but he's old news, guys. He's old news because who is joining us today? It's none other than the latest developer on Team Legion and all around Nova Cup champion, ladder tryhard, all the rest of it. It's Drakia. Welcome to the stream.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. Hopefully, I didn't overhype you there. I wouldn't want to embarrass you or anything, but but guys, we've got some really cool games ahead of us today. So the first semi-final is going to be Abraceit, of course, Kingdowns and Widdowson. You all know them, you've seen them play and win many, many times before. And up against them, their opponents, is Ram Pam Pam, so that's Fine and Pavided, the Polski Gorom team, who have also won Nova Cup, I think, at least 3 times, right? So pretty good matchup between these pair. What do you think? Like, do you have favourites? Do you have any expectations of how the games might play out?
I don't know if there's gonna be a favorite. Like King and Witter, I mean, they haven't really been playing Legion, but it seems like they also do their best when they aren't. So it's always hard to tell exactly how good they'll be against another like really strong team.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
It's always
I mean,
close, right? But I mean, you say King and Widow haven't been playing much Legion. I don't know if they've just slowed down in the last month, but I know when we talked about them a couple of months ago, Kingdoms had already played like 800 games of Legion or something within the first 2 or 3 months of the season. So he was certainly grinding a lot early on. I don't know if they've slowed or not, but I think he's around the 1K games mark right now.
yeah, looks like
Yeah,
it took like a 2 week break.
Okay. But I mean, look, 2 weeks to Kingdoms is nothing, right?
Yeah,
This is a
that's
guy who can essentially take months off and then come back and stomp at the highest level. So I think 2 weeks is absolutely nothing to worry about for King and Widdowson. Now, Drakir, I think you've played both of these teams, presumably
yes,
beaten and lost to both of these teams.
indeed.
Is there anything that you are most worried about when you're facing? Let's do Abraceit first, and then Ram Pam Pam.
Uh, I mean, Apasiot is it's kind of like they don't really do any mistakes early usually. If they do mistakes, it's usually Witter, but and then I feel like at least for us, like Lucy and me, we mostly have a chance when the games go late against them because like we tend to like I don't know outscale them or like out macro them later, but like in the early game we usually like lose most of the games against them because they just don't do any mistakes. And then when they have like an ogre on 7 angle, they'll take it,
Yeah,
which can
absolutely.
be really hard to play against. And Rampam Pam, I mean, Pawidut is kind of similar. He also doesn't really do any mistakes early, so it's kind of a similar dynamic. Because Fine usually does mistakes, because he likes to push a couple more workies
A
than
bit more of a
usual.
fun player.
Yeah, so it's a similar dynamic, but I guess uh, they like to starve a little bit more than Apaziot. Like Apaziot usually has like a more like safe game plan. Like
Hmm.
they don't overforce like a early game starve like Pavita sometimes does. So yeah,
Fair enough. So then, in your experience, if you had to call it between these two teams, where would your money be?
I mean I have to say Aplasiot, but
Yeah,
it's close. It's like a I don't know. They have like a small edge, like 55% to 45, something like that.
yeah, I think that's totally fair. I think I'd probably be with you on that one, to be honest. Abraceit, but by a small margin. And Ram Pam Pam
Yeah,
can absolutely take this. Like, 5% odds is probably about right in terms of the favour. So Ram Pam Pam can easily take the series, and I'm sure they have done in the past as well. Um, then on the other
yeah.
half of the bracket, we have your usual teammate, Drakir. So FC Lucy, this time she's paired up with Fuzzlebear because I've stolen her partner. And they are playing up against none other than Cyajin and Bonnie. So that's a blast from the past. Someone that we've not seen in the Nova Cup scene for a little while, at least not in Division One. So I'm really excited. One, that he's kind of back in the game at this level, and two, if he does make it through to the final, I'd be really keen to watch Bonnie's gameplay. But having said that, I'd be very, very, very keen to watch Lucy and Fossil Bear
Yeah.
as well. So
The last
Yeah,
time Bonnie
honestly.
was in a final, well, it was like the November 2022.
Yes,
Against Green
Green
and
and
Kid.
Kipke.
It was the
Really?
banger. Yeah, he
Yeah.
played with King. He played with King Dance.
Wait, no,
wow.
that one he played with Bonnie.
Oh well.
Or sorry, he played with Adamas.
Oh, Adamus. Oh.
Yeah, because I
okay.
remember Wooderson was casting that one.
And is that
No,
when
King
Green and Kid K won then?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the Nova Cup they won, and then
Wow.
where the
100%
fast
win
and
rate.
aggressive meme was born.
Yeah. That really is a blast from the past then. If Bonnie hasn't been
Yeah.
at this level since 2022, holy moly.
It's been a while, yeah.
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 Well, if we
Honestly,
were,
his games were very impressive. Like
yeah,
you would not have like if you just blinded out the names, like I don't think you would have thought like Bonnie was the name there because he was playing like pretty aggressive, making like great reads, and
yeah.
I don't know if he's played with Stash before, but he had the best Stash game that I saw yesterday. So
He's actually been playing. I'm looking at his profile now in game, and he has almost 300 games this season, which is about 3 times what I have. So, and about 300 times what you have, Offmer.
that is true.
So he has been practicing a little bit, yeah. But I think Bonnie was always that sort of player, you know. Like he did play it a bit more aggressively. He did have those great reads, and then he usually had Basti there supporting him. Basti, a bit more of a tactical, you know, Starvey type player, enabling Bonnie to play that sort of fast and aggressive role. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's cool to see him back. But at the same time, it would be really cool, I think, to have Drakir casting his usual partner in Lucy if she makes it to the final. So either way, I'll be happy whoever wins that second semi-final. But we do have our first semi-final to get through first. So let's see if we have a lobby. We
Doesn't seem like it.
We
don't
lobby it.
yet. Okay, we've got some more padding to do then in that case, gents. So, so let me ask you then, how do you feel about the current state of the meta? Like, do you think that Stash has been an exciting change? It certainly made for some really interesting games yesterday.
I mean, we're like from the developer side, we're really happy with Stash. Like, it's very well received, and I think people enjoy playing it. From balance, it's probably a bit too strong.
Yeah,
Well-
I think it's probably a bit strong, yeah.
But we did that a little. Like, it's really hard to judge how people will play it and how like strong it actually will be. But we did
Yeah.
try to like make it a little bit stronger to like be sure that it's fun. Because like if it's too weak, then it's probably not that fun.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
guess you get
I
more
think-
data that way as well, right? So if it is, if you were on
Yeah.
the side of it being too strong, then you're going to get loads of people playing it, and then you get more data feeding back, and then you
Yeah,
can always
exactly,
rein it in
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's our plan.
Yeah, I think honestly, like it's still like underused. Like I don't see anybody stash in the early game to deal with like Ascent. Like they just kind of take it, and I kind of don't really understand because it's not like they do anything in the mid game with it after they're super far behind, anyways.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's still a lot of potential with it to be explored. So
Absolutely.
even if it's like overpowered in the mid game, when you get that like perfect situation, we're just like stash and hold.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's plenty of ways to use it. I think Adamas was saying it too yesterday. That he's like probably should just stash in like wave 7, like even wave 10, like if you need it.
If it's going to
Agree.
stop you from falling behind, if it's going to give you a
Yeah.
massive edge, then just use it. Yeah. I think I saw Adams play a ladder game where he popped it on wave 1 for an Avenger, and you know because he had like a perfect Avenger roll, and he was just miles ahead of everyone by wave 10. You know, so if you need to just use it as cash out, then do that and snowball your game from there. But yeah, I think it's definitely a very, very flexible mastermind with all the ways you can use it. I 100% agree with your rundown there, Offmer, that not enough people are using it early enough. I think people are way too greedy with it. And we had a real great example of that on the stream yesterday, where Fine and Pavided were absolutely miles ahead of their opponents, like 80% on the old Julesometer. And then Fine just didn't pop his stash on wave 16. He leaked, he gave 100 gold shot down, but more to the point, they took king damage and fed, like 700 gold worth of leak and pillage. Whereas if he just pressed the button, he would very easily have held full covered and then won the game on 17. That was the game that they ended up losing. So this was like a wave 25 bonanza that Lucy and Fuzzle Pair ended up winning, and it all came down to Fine being a bit too greedy with his stash there.
Yeah, I think Adamus pointed out the same thing. Like, there was a similar situation in one of our games where I think, Sai had the option to stash on like 14 against Ascent, but he was like very obviously going to hold his own lane. But the stash would have, like given him the full cover and like saved him like 30% king. And then the stash, when he did actually manage to use it, wasn't worth nearly as much.
Right, I'm taking matters into my own hands. I'm inviting the players.
Maybe they just forgot which one of them was the higher seed.
Yeah.
Well, King is spectating with us.
Yeah, they're moving into the right slots. They know what's up. Okay, so we do finally have a lobby now. We're just waiting for Widdowson to get in here, and then we should be able to get the show on the road. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really exciting series between these two teams. I definitely think we're going to see a lot of stash. My prediction is that every team will pick it essentially every game until they've won with it. With Conquest format, obviously they can't just pick it every single game. And something that we found really interesting on the stream yesterday as well was the dynamic that Conquest brings in specifically with stash, is that once a team has won with it, you are much safer going for those kind of mid to late game starvy big send plays, because you know for sure that your opponent can't just bust out 500 gold on 15 and hold the wave and win the game. So that's a really interesting dynamic, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Something interesting is that Witter and King don't play stash, at least from what I've seen. Maybe they'll change it today, but they play like redraw plus greed and then lock in random plus chaos as their default. So we'll see if they care or not.
Okay.
Stash.
I wonder if that's just because they haven't, you said they're on a bit of a break. Maybe they just haven't really played with it.
That could be.
Yeah. So it could be like their first stash game is going to end up being in the Nova Cup finals or something.
Yeah, they click Megamind and they're like, wait, what? What's this?
What does this do?
What's this little piggy bank in the corner? Oh, in other exciting news, by the way, I believe we do now have the technology to check out the stash status on stream. So that's very cool. So massive thank you to Bosun for getting in there and fixing that overlay in record quick time. So we have that available now. So that'll be interesting, and I won't have to ask my co-casters to let me know about the stash or not. Often you might want to lower your camera a bit, by the way, because we kind of have half of your head.
Sorry, let me put it a bit lower.
Perfect. Yeah, so I definitely think we'll be seeing some stash. Interesting if King Dans and Widdowson do stay away from that, maybe in the best of 3 at least. But, these guys are clearly extremely versatile, so even if they haven't played it before, they're going to be able to adapt to that rather quickly,
Yeah,
I would think.
I would think it's no problem for them to figure it out.
Okay, now we do have a Wibberman in the lobby as well, so we should be able to get game number 1 underway very, very soon, which is fantastic news to all of the viewers in Twitch, I am sure, who are presumably sick of hearing me padding for so long. It looks
Don't
like...
forget that you have to start it.
Yeah, they have started, so let's go. Now we just have to wait for the loading, I guess. Oh, I have to start.
Yes. That's what it is.
I'm glad one of us was on the ball.
Too much responsibility.
Well, I can blame the players for that, for making me start the lobby as well. Okay, guys, without any further ado, game number 1 of your April Nova Cup semi-finals is here. It is Abracete on the left versus Rampampam on the right. Let's go!
Yeah, pretty chill Legion spells. I still haven't seen anyone click the new one, but that's mostly because the other ones are very, very good. Redraw.
Oh, no stash.
No stash.
No
King's
stash.
Okay,
Star.
they're saving it.
So what do you think about the masterminds that have been picked then?
I mean, I think Adamas would say redraw is the most broken mastermind, so I think he's always happy when someone picks it. But he was actually telling me he doesn't think Kingsguard is very good right now. But
That's-
it's performed pretty well across like the games I saw. So
Yeah.
I mean, people seem to like it.
I feel like especially Nova Cup, Kingsguard is like definitely S tier. So there's just so much freedom it gives you, especially like in the mid game. There's so many waves you can survive that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
usually won't.
Kind of similar to Stash in that regard, right? So
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
like it's just going to be extra good in the hands of players of this caliber because they usually have a very good read on the game and they understand, where the threat is. So if the threat is wave 17, then you break your stash there, or you redraw a couple of times until you find the red eyes or something like that, right?
Yeah, really good early game rolls for Fine and Poeted.
Yeah, really
Gonna
solid
see if-
actually.
Yeah, if the cartel is just going to be able to kind of pop off, especially like long wave 1. I feel like there's an easy 6 workers for him this game.
Quite surprised that King decided to open Nightmare. Feel
Yeah, I
like-
guess he kept it because he rolled the oath.
Yeah.
Still not like the most amazing opener.
Yeah, and no, he's also 49.
He's
gold now.
49.
Oh no. Yeah, that one
Uh,
hurt.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I guess he probably has a plan. But with redraw, I usually just like to go for any
Five
like
worker.
5-worker opener that I can find.
Mhm.
Preferably gate
Makes
guard,
sense.
because I feel like that's like the most flexible one that fits in any
Yeah. Gate guard kind of just needs any 80-ish, 80 tier 2, tier 3 unit can kind of go with him, or even tier 1.
Yeah, yeah. Or like Howler,
Yeah.
Gargoyle. So
So-
many good ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone will be pretty happy. I mean, Fine probably won't go. Well, I lied. He's going 6 workers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, fine will push.
I mean, this one works because King was not able to
Yeah.
740 even, so good call by him.
Yeah. And King is just
And
sending a
6
snail here
workers.
as well, so Fine is not really going to be under much pressure on wave 4 either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 49 gold diff, right?
Yep.
That's rough.
And Witterson kind of has a. I mean, it's a little awkward to play. I mean, it's very nice that he got a send, so he didn't have to think about what to actually build here. He just pushed, but
hmm
like he would have had like not enough gold for Wanderer, and then like build the second Windhawk, I guess. But
Yeah.
now he has like pretty good options, right? Like he can
Well,
kind of choose what he wants.
I mean, does he? Like, if I'm looking at this roll, I'm thinking he basically has to shift on 4, otherwise he's kind of dead on wave 5.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't help his only play. He already
Oh.
used his reroll, right? So
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
maybe he's in the process
in
of
his
rerolling.
reroll, hopefully.
I would hope so for him, because right now this roll doesn't seem very promising.
Uh-oh. Well,
Oh, that is his roll. Okay.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it has like some-ish synergy with the Halo and the mask, but not anything crazy.
Yeah, I mean he has egg and there's some Bargros, so maybe he can
Yeah.
get a wave 11
And he
egg
goes
out.
full King-ups. Very toxic.
Interesting. I mean,
Fine and Polita are going for a save. I guess they're okay with it.
Yeah, Widdowson did
He
shift a
is
little bit of
Kingsguard.
gold here, though, right? So he should be able to get the violet, or is it not enough? He's,
he
oh,
has
he
to
can.
sell a Maskar.
Yeah, I think if if
they
he gets
go?
a snail
Go.
here, then he can afford it.
Puku and the Brute.
Yeah.
And King is not gonna get anything crazy out, looks like. Just Oath and some Howlers. But he's going for a Brute of his own into Fine. probably the best wave if you're trying to catch Gatecard in the early game, because 5 is when he's like, if you can overrun him, then he doesn't actually do that much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's
that
see what
was-
Kingdoms and Widdowson's answers are, because these guys are both receiving a pretty big send here on 5. Now,
Yeah,
Kingdoms, like
on
you said,
value, but Wooderson, I feel like he should be fine.
with the
even
violets,
against-
yeah.
I mean, it's 120, but King, I feel like, is probably leaking, but kind of a matter of how much.
Does
That's a
this
good
mask
spot.
ever survive? Or
Yeah.
is, his DPS is too
I don't
low,
think
right?
so.
Yeah, the mask is down.
Wait, maybe
Hey,
Oh, God.
Witter is
This could be
leaking.
pretty bad.
Wait,
Oh, God.
Witter is leaking a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow, that was
92%,
way worse than I
yeah.
thought.
And because King's taking longer, this Hermit is just healing up
Yeah.
the wave. Like, all of these creeps were super low, but they're going to be like halfway back to full HP
Yeah.
by the time it reaches King.
Well, Kingsguard.
Yeah, King's Guard is,
That's what it's there for.
is helpful here, but even so, they're dropping so much
Yeah.
King. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, the
of
Hermit is
course.
just so deadly on 5.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised how bad Violet was there.
Yeah. I guess the rest of his units were just, like, absolute garbage. You know, the mask value is basically completely dead value.
No, that's fair.
Hmm,
And King probably a little sad he didn't reroll because his roll actually would have had infinity answers for last wave. But
yeah. I feel like Pilgrim Nightmare usually leaks 5 as well.
yeah, that's true.
So-
He's probably not
so-
holding anyways.
Yeah.
And they go for more income while Fine and Polluted go for another save. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe they're just gonna go wave 8.
I think this is basically exactly what you were saying earlier, Drakir, in that King Dans and Woodison go for a bit more of a greedy play style in the early game, whereas Fine and Pavida are more likely to go for those Starvey plays. And that does seem to be what's playing out here. But King Dans and Woodison, they are paying the price. Like, they're on 56% King HP. And Fine and Pavida, they are threatening another big send to come out
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Yeah, it
King
really
is
depends.
gonna be on value. It's like 8 workers.
The thing is, like, King and Witter will do good on 8, but who says the Send is coming on
Yeah,
8? The Send might be coming
That's
on
true.
9. Because they're not applying any pressure, but Fine did overpush quite heavily, so maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of
might-
forced.
Yeah, I mean, he
A
does have a
little.
cat though, so maybe the
He could-
cats.
yeah, he could no push here and see if he can hold the next thing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you pro leaks, it's actually good.
I mean, the worker difference is just absolutely insane right now. We've got 12, 13 workers for both members of Ram Pam Pam, while King and Willison are stuck on 8 and 9. So, you know,
Yeah.
just
But we did turn on auto.
I guess he saw that
Okay.
King is on Valley and doesn't want to feed.
oh, I know why.
With
So they
Armorets?
want to go 8, but they see this Chieftain Green Devil coming
Yeah,
out here from King Dan's.
So it's a solo send.
I think.
Lol, Hermit.
I mean, I feel like you could have at least put in the effort of clicking on like the Cannoneer or something.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
And meanwhile, we have Fine full sending into a Tantrumed Hellraiser. So,
yeah. Let's see how it goes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
I mean, Witter's in trouble.
yeah, like his gold is just on too much. Like he really needed somehow to get a bad and a halo here, but
yeah.
Yeah, he has no single target at all, so
yeah.
he might.
Oh, his
clean up
mask is
some-
back
and,
as well.
Is it going to die?
Wait, maybe if it's Smurfs,
Uh,
maybe?
Oh, it does!
I
It
mean,
goes
it
down!
did a pretty good job. I don't think he's too sad.
Yeah, if the
but-
mask lived yet, he probably leaks either way. Yeah.
I guess the mole would have
But-
killed it eventually anyway, but
Yeah,
I think that's not the worst hold. I mean, minus 120 against a pretty big
Yeah.
sum, but
but
they
here's
also
the
nine
thing:
workers.
King Dan's has all of his
Yeah.
units left alive, so there's no king damage coming here.
So,
Yeah.
like, this is a pretty bad spot for Aplasiet, but Masterminds, like, in terms of late game, are in their favor, I think.
Yeah.
So, maybe there's some way.
yeah,
some
like
way.
egg embargo,
Yeah,
some redraw. I mean, King's roll. I don't think he's gonna reroll for a while.
Hmm. Just
I feel like he'll
economically
wanna
though,
have these
because they had
games.
the worker lead for so long, Ram Pam Pam are pretty
Yeah.
far ahead. I mean, sure, Pavidhead is on Cartel, but he also still has 3 more workers than Widdowson.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
Yeah, and income and
Yeah.
Polidut is in a pretty good spot.
like he's going to be ahead in income even after taking the cartel penalty, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably by the next set. I mean, Witterson, he'll have the Halo for 10, I guess, but I feel like it makes some sense for Voided Vine to still send, whether it's income or full, but
See them sent full here.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah.
They
most
also
amusing
don't know
board.
about the Halo, right? And everything on Widdowson's
Yeah.
board right now looks terrible.
Halo's not that good on Tenet, yeah.
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's something.
It is something, but when you have a Hellraiser and a Violet,
Yeah,
I feel like it's a
Hellraiser,
leakable. I
Vast,
feel like
yeah.
it's a leakable board, but Fine seems to disagree.
Well, he
Yeah,
might just
I
think
guess-
that he's going to leak to an income send, right?
Yeah, you
Maybe.
might also think that.
He's thinking ups. But that's also fine. They're in the lead, so he
Yeah.
can.
Oh, that's Witterson.
And King has a
He has a
like
double.
this is really
But-
strange redraw board for me.
Yeah, like, you don't really want to end. I mean, you might have to commit to the double, but like, you would have preferred to start building towards like your Disciple late game.
The Mimic
but
is
even
ignoring the
aggro-
Doppel.
Yeah, he had
He
the
does
Howlers
not-
take all the
doesn't-
Mimic drops.
Oh, he doesn't quite get the boss. And yeah, Widdowson is leaking to
Bulldozer.
Income King, so. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Not ideal.
Well, here's a bit more chip damage for Abrasiet. But I think last time we saw them play in the Nova Cup, they were always like super low ping HP coming out of the early game.
Yeah, it all depends on their game decisions now, but it's gonna be hard.
Fine goes one more income, which might just work to kill the egg.
Witterson is thinking about the egg.
Yeah,
That Cannoneer is.
Yeah.
The Cannoneer might make this very costly egg.
He's definitely having to think about it, isn't he?
Okay.
Titan,
Good
freaking-
embargo. Okay,
Embargo
Witterson.
for
Okay,
Witterson. Okay,
Witterson doesn't.
he
doesn't.
egged. So embargo for everyone besides King. I guess he wants to play around the Green Devil?
But yeah, I guess he's playing around Green Devil, but I feel like that
Yeah.
build doesn't scale that crazy. Like it's good on like 20, but that's kind of it. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not even that good on 21. So
Whoa.
Oh, that's a pack
Let's
leader.
see. Goes for a 12 cent. I guess that's his plan
Solo
without the
send
embargo.
as well.
Might work. I mean, Fine's board is not very good here.
It's not great. He
A lot
is
of
on
value.
value. He
It's
probably
always
does
his
leak,
work.
but it's not going to be terrible, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
there for sure. But
I
no
guess King is just trying to farm some gold. Yeah.
Problem is, King and Witter are not that great on 13.
Yeah.
13 with embargo is very scary.
Yeah. So making this
Maybe-
wave 12 long might not be in their favour, you think?
Yeah, like he's gonna leak like what, 70% or something like that.
Yeah.
And the shutdown, maybe it's worth, but
The shutdown's
They're
only
gonna gain.
25 as well right now, so
yeah, they're
I
gonna
guess he
get a
feels
lot
like-
of lithium.
He can't get much done otherwise without.
this is not even
like-
70%. Like, I mean, is he even just
Yeah.
holding or what? Oh, okay, no, that was four
Yeah.
creep stacked. Never mind.
But
Yeah.
I think he's pretty okay with that.
60%, 25 gold shutdown. So a little bit of Burt going the way of Kingdowns, but yeah, there's some pretty scary Mythium amounts stacked up now on the side of Rampampam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
King
are they even going here?
Vayne-
Widdowson is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're going 14. Is Fawided gonna be fine here? He has the thing, but it's not big yet.
Yeah, it's not upgraded. So he probably is just fine to accept the leak, right? Because Fine knows that he's
Yeah.
not under any threat now after receiving that wave 12 send.
So King is trying to swap his build over from the Doppel now to the Disciple build.
Oh.
I mean, if he gets an injection of like 2,000 gold, then he'll get to his build. But right now it's kind of awkward, right? Where you have the Doppel and no tanks, kind of, but just a lot of damage.
Let's see.
So the 440
Will it
send
get
here
focused?
for Pavided. I mean,
It
he's
is damage,
certainly leaking.
Does he kill the ram? He does. Or?
Or
No, right?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, yeah.
Barely.
Oh,
the
last attack.
that's a pretty big swing. That's like 100 gold for the Ram, right? So,
Yeah,
pretty
that's a lot of
fortunate.
gold.
But now they can just go 15 if they want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Okay.
think they do.
Yeah,
like-
14 makes a lot more sense versus the
Yeah.
builds.
They just have insane amounts of Mythium as well,
Because
right? Like, there's no
Cartels-
need to go longer.
They don't.
And we'll see. It's pack imps against the Starcaller builds.
Green. I don't know
Not
about those
sure
imps.
about that one, but
That is interesting.
I mean, the Green Devil's
Glitter
not
is-
that big, right? It only has one
yeah, it's not
chieftain
the biggest
buff.
Green Devil,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Well,
It's a
Titan as
Titan.
well. Yeah.
Titan, yeah, so.
See, I mean, well, Witterson, that one, he's kind of like hedging a little bit for 15, maybe.
Hmm.
He's
But,
pretty
I mean-
much on value, so I guess he's.
Yeah.
Not
Is he not going for an Iron Skills? He's going to prep
Yes.
one more mask. I see.
interesting.
Okay.
So I guess he felt like he's on value. They're not going to go here. But I mean, the upgraded Wanderer is pretty good against the
Yeah.
Needler.
That's true.
And look at his mask. What a beast.
Yeah,
Does he
split
kill
tanking like a champion.
DPS, or
He killed one of the.
some of it? Two
oh,
masks.
two
I mean,
masks?
that's the split tank. Oh, the Halo.
Yeah.
Oh, the Halo split tanking as well. Witterson, what a beast. Now wait till
Yeah.
Halo go down there. King
Not
Dan's
too bad.
meanwhile, that's 114% leak over there.
Yeah.
111
They
for
might
Witterson.
live, right?
Yeah, they live
Yeah.
here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of gold going the way of Rempam.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Aptas yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've
What angle do
survived,
they have?
though. Kingsguard is
They-
doing its thing.
They do survive.
Jules is very happy with Rampampam right now, though. 88% chance to take the game.
And they go full spell ups here. To, I guess, predicting that they might play for a full push 16 and they want to skip.
Yeah, I mean, 17 looks pretty... Actually, does 17 look that good? Like, Witterson already has 3 Hellraisers. They'll be tantrumed on 17. Huh.
Yeah, and King has some stuff in his roll for 17 as well.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be on value for 16.
Yeah. Maybe, so definitely gonna skip 16. I guess the question is, are they gonna skip 17?
I feel like King and Wither might send 16. I'm not sure.
King,
They do.
They do send 16, okay. I was going to say, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure, because they haven't pushed that hard. Like, they're still
Yeah,
lower workers
I
than
mean-
both members of Rampampam.
Yeah, I mean, they're like in the losing spot where they just hope that the enemy makes a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Fine has the Skybot, I guess? I don't know. He doesn't really have amazing
Yeah,
stuff. here.
fine will leak, but I'm worried that
Yeah, but we did.
he has a really good build right here.
He has a beta mail, though.
He does have a beta male,
Yeah.
and he's going to be on that when he finishes.
Let's just send pack more. Okay, Wither doesn't have much Mythium.
Yeah, I mean, they're both on value. Probably won't do too bad. And yeah, I mean, Fawid, it looks like he's about to hold. Like, Hades on values usually.
That's usually a hold.
I think that's a pretty easy hold from him. It's only a 420 send as well, so I think Pavided should be completely fine. Fine, on the other hand, might be less fine. He's not great on this wave, as you mentioned, and the imps
Wow,
are
that
pretty good at
Earthbreaker's
chewing through
popping.
his antlers.
It's
Wait.
not looking that convincing of a hold,
Yeah, wait.
actually. Because
What's going on there?
Hades
Yeah.
is a bit weaker now on
Yeah,
Storm
that's
Waves,
true.
so...
Okay,
Yeah.
he is leaking.
mean,
Well,
they
they
got
are
double
going to get the
shot.
double shutdown. It's a lot of gold here.
There's 100 gold shutdown from
Yeah.
Fine, 50 from Paweeded. That's,
Yeah.
that's a way back into the game if Paweeded
If they
and
mess
Fine
up,
make
yeah.
if they center early.
They still
They're
need
probably
to
not gonna
survive
go
the
17
sends.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going...
18, I
guess.
guess?
I feel like 18 might be too early.
Yeah. But if they go 19 against the Piggies, is that Risky?
Uh,
Can they skip 18? Aren't they going for Giga Leaks?
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the Hades, right?
Yeah, I guess they have to go 18, in which case
Yeah, I mean,
King has a actual like chance of holding. Maybe.
yeah, he's gonna go like full Pilgrims, and Kraken's not even that good of a send versus him.
King is trying to figure out the chieftain positioning for his gargoyle.
Yeah.
Do not hit the PoE.
It's a tricky science. I mean, Witter's already got 2 Halos. I mean, okay, to be fair, his tanks are gonna be Badgers for 18, which isn't
I don't-
amazing, or 4
Not the
Violets.
worst, at least. Let's see.
Let's see what they do. I mean, if you're King and Witter, you probably just have to send.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna send.
Yeah. And
It's like
then
the same logic as sending 16. Like they don't have workers, but if the enemy does a mistake, like skipping here,
Yeah.
Oh god.
then they might
Uh-oh.
actually like.
Oh dear,
They might
guys.
the
actually get back into the
The
game.
values are just so low.
Yeah, this is starting
Okay,
to
I
look
mean-
like a throw.
Yeah, I mean, like, one thing that Witterson explained to me when we played, and when you're ahead, like, if you're undervalued, like,
Just
the enemy
send.
is gonna be super undervalued too. Like, they can't hold.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, they're minus 1k, both Witter and King here, not getting a cent. So, I mean, this is the whole game right here.
and like they're fine in PoE that could even die here. They're like
Yeah.
they only have to league like what's like 5 creeps and a shaman or
Yeah, wave 18
Yeah.
is absolutely lethal against the king. Now, Pavida is
And
at least cleaning up the
finance.
left side pretty quickly with all of his LODs and Hades and such.
I mean,
So
his
he's,
tanks
Oh,
are
God.
dead already.
yeah,
He has no tanks left.
front line is
And-
down.
Fine has actually doing pretty good in terms of stalling for these cannons.
Oh, Fine is doing amazing.
Fine is doing really
He's
good.
Pavida
holding,
is
he's
only
holding.
leaking one creep as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I underestimated
doubt it.
Fine's build.
Wait, does he just hold?
Yeah, he's
Ye-
holding,
yeah.
I think.
I guess the
Another
trebuchet just does
trebuchet.
too much damage.
Yeah, what a beast. Maybe the shaman makes it through?
Oh,
No.
Shaman, the Shaman, the Shaman.
Oh!
Oh, the shotgun! Okay, that's a lot of gold, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Atasiet.
Well, it looks like the risky play paid off, though, for Rampam
Yeah,
Tam,
that's
because
a
now
good
they
call.
get to send just an obscene amount of Mythium on wave 19.
Yeah, but they're going for a resend, so it might be. No, it's probably not going to be a race.
Yeah, and Widdowson
Alright.
saved as well, so...
What is
I
King
mean, he
cooking
has-
here?
Oh, post-income
I
shaman or ram or
assume,
something?
Yeah, post income something. But,
Yeah.
oh, this is a
It's
nice one.
Giga Haven.
Lifesteal.
with lifesteal.
Lifesteal,
as well.
Giga
Yeah,
Haven,
I can
and
see it.
he's. I mean. Wait,
Nice, huh?
I don't think you want
wait
to
you're
buff
buffing the
your
butcher then.
Okay.
Wait, better than buffing a ranger, I guess. Which
Yeah.
we've seen on Wave 19 before.
Oh, the classic.
Well,
was
they
the
got a
Ashen?
lot of gold
Ashen,
from the
yeah.
leaks and the shutdowns. Can
Okay,
it be
Winston
enough?
does send.
They're the Sands.
There are some bears here as well, which I guess heal up the boar damage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And heal up some of the Haven damage.
Oh,
but
the Haven's
not
already
really
down,
that
actually.
good.
I thought that thing might survive a little bit longer and get some
But his
life
snakes are
stealing.
dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Witter's doing
Witterson,
really well.
Really good.
Is it ever
Uh,
enough, though? Because King Downs is leaking quite a lot over there. 59%
Is
for
that King's
him.
Guard?
Wait, Widdowson? Hello?
Witterson's doing really well. He's
I
only
think-
leaking 2
Oh, they're
creeps.
shut down.
That's crazy. I think they live here with Kingsguard,
This-
right?
This is
Yeah.
really close.
Wait.
But they might live.
Double shutdown?
Double shutdown again?
I
If-
mean, if they live, this might be.
If they live, the game is just even all over again, right? They've got so much gold
Yeah.
from shutdown and leaks.
Oh, King's
My
Guard,
God.
King's
King
Guard.
Guard is
it's
just
King's Guard
broken,
kid.
man.
I told you.
Holy fuck, Kingsword is broken.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
now,
And
Now
they
they're
got
both
changer.
ahead. They're on fire. 75 gold
Unfortunately,
shutdowns.
Yeah, they gave them like they gave them an insane amount of shutdown gold.
Jeez.
Eh?
We can see that here, right? Yeah, gained from leaks. Yeah, they got like 1,500 each.
Yeah,
gold.
that's crazy. So 14.49 for King, 16.13 for Widdowson. Fine, meanwhile, he's made half that. He's only made 850 gold from leaks. Pavida had a bit
Yeah.
more, 1100, but like that's insane amounts of leak gold.
Witterson has so much value. He didn't push a single worker.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's fine, right? Because Fine and Pawita both have no value compared to him.
Yeah, I mean, this is just looking like opposite win on 22.
Yeah.
I don't think they have to send on 21. So maybe Fine. Oh, Fine. Maybe pushing. Maybe
They're
they're
going for a
like,
21.
yeah, I
send.
think they might be going for that.
Like everyone's going for 21 cents.
Oh,
Okay, interesting.
I think that recommended value might be a trick considering how little value they actually have.
hmm.
Just number wise. Like no one was even gonna reach 10k.
Fine is just building a billion Bone Warriors, it seems, just trying to stall as long as possible.
I don't think that's actually. I mean, that's fine. That's not bad.
It's fine. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is fine. Not sure if it's
King
worth the
going
feast,
for-
but maybe it is.
What is he chieftain buffing? He's buffing Scallywag, it looks like.
Like, maybe T1 spam is worth on 21 if you put it in front so that Legion King hits it, but I feel like.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Wooderson and King have more value.
Yeah, I mean, I think
But we didn't
Wooderson's
get the
holding.
smallest send.
Yeah, Wooderson kills the king so fast here, right? It's already gone in his
Yeah.
lane. Everyone else is still alive. What happened with the aggro here? Because Fine's catapults, only one of them is attacking the
Ooh,
Legion
yeah,
King.
he pulled the boss to the right, didn't he?
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
bad for him. He's leaking everything. 148% there for Fine.
And Pawita is not
Vita's
holding,
not
and
far
Wooderson
behind.
Is almost holding? Or
I mean, he's
Oh,
stalling
Wither
long
is-
enough, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
holding might be bad. No, I mean, they're not even dead from King's League, maybe.
I mean, leaking is best case for him, but he just holds very,
Yeah.
very
But they do.
slow. And
That's
yeah,
crazy.
wow!
crazy good.
Abrasiet
From,
here with the game
10%.
one miracle comeback. Holy,
10%
that was
or what was it? Yeah, the 12% at 15.
12% chance, and they pull it back. This is exactly what we saw from Abrasiet last time we watched them play. You know, they just int away the early game, drop super low on King HP, and then pull it right back with these insane mid-late game plays. Really, really
That was
exciting
insane.
stuff. Rampam Pam have got to be kicking themselves after losing that one, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, they just saved a couple waves too many,
Yeah.
which
mean-
is
I feel like the problem was like they just weren't proactive enough. Like they went for I mean, I guess like it would be also fine to go for like the overfilled save as long as you're holding everything. But
I feel like that's like I feel like they were proactive, but it just didn't send. Like they had workers.
true.
They could have sent 16. They could have
Yeah.
sent 18.
Yeah.
Because like if they send 18, I feel like they're
Yeah, would've been
probably
good.
like holding. Like Fine doesn't leak the Shaman on 1 HP and feeds shutdown and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a huge economic loss on 18, even though it was 6 small leaks.
Well, we saw it in the leak gold, right? Where they both
Yeah,
had
exactly.
average 1500 gold gained from leaks on both King Downs and Witherson. Like, it's something that
Yeah.
we talked about quite a lot on last month's Nova Cup. The way that the dynamics in the game have changed with the leak gold change, you know. So you can afford to play really, really risky in the early game. As long as you don't die, obviously, then that kind of hampers your chances. But it doesn't really matter that you leak a lot in the early game and that your king drops a bunch of HP, whatever, as long as you can stabilize. And then if you can flip that around because you have good income, good work account, all the rest of it, and then get a few leaks in the mid game, late game, you get so much gold now from leaks there and from pillaging on the later game waves. It's crazy, and you can easily flip a game on its head, and we've seen it time and time again, and here's a perfect example of it right now.
Yeah. And I think like the thing about 16 was that Pawita was playing for a hold to be on value there, and then he didn't hold. But
Yeah, I guess he
bad.
overestimated Hades.
yeah, like I mean, we all did. Like that looked like a really easy
Yeah.
hold to me, but
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it was close. It was well, it was closer for fine actually,
Oh,
wasn't it? Pavida did.
Yeah,
Did
I was
worse.
gonna say, but we did really leak like pretty convincingly, like
Yeah.
60% or 50
I
or
don't think
something.
that the trebuchet unit actually just does an insane amount of damage and doesn't really care about
If
tanking.
you've got tanks, it's a pretty good unit. Yeah.
It-
But guys,
it did
we are
look like
about
it
to
was
hop
dropping
Yeah.
20k every single wave.
We're about to hop into game
Oh.
number
Oh,
2.
and he rage fixed Kingsguard.
Okay, Kingsguard Cartel, that's a classic
Lock
combination.
and random.
So do we
And
see a stash or?
I feel like it'll
Probably not.
just be greed. But
Yeah.
I will say,
Oh, there it is.
There's the stash. Okay. Let's
The
check out
first
the
time for
technology.
Widdowson.
Oh,
yeah,
look.
maybe honestly.
I can see Widdowson's stash. Thank you, Bosun.
Oh no, he actually played Stash in ranked
Okay.
a couple of games, so
Did some
he
testing.
he knows the button exists at least. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
What do you guys think about these 3 Legion spells? Quite different to what we had in the last game.
Well, it's very scaling, very
Yeah, very
sane.
scaling oriented. No really easy way to win on 11 and 12 or get huge damage there because of the defensive spells being so good. So probably
Um,
just play for a magician role like that.
Yeah, like Widdowson,
Yeah.
pretty much is the best one available. Like,
Yeah, it's a pretty
So-
nasty roll I mean with Stash, if he can get to a mid game situation, he's gonna have a very high amount of resources.
Yeah.
he has a very nice opener, Gate Guard, Arcane Tank, cheap Arcane Tank, and Buzz.
Yeah.
So he has like all the early games covered, early waves covered.
Yeah, he's
He has
basically
a-
fine until wave 8, right? And even on 8 he has Disciple.
King has a much harder game. Obviously his early waves are completely fine, but wave 10 is a big problem. He could be in trouble on a wave 8 even.
Mm-hmm.
See what he can pull in the reroll maybe.
Weeder does have the Scallywag with the Tree of Knowledge, maybe.
Oh.
Which literally can't die, so maybe we'll see that.
We do
And
get a
Widdowson,
snail
wow,
in
gets a
income
snail
as
in
well
income.
from Widdowson.
That's huge, considering he's
Ooh.
zero income mastermind. That helps a lot.
It's gonna hurt Pawida a bit.
Yes.
He can't
Uh,
push.
Wow, if I'm going for a snail to check the gate guard,
Interesting.
don't think it's gonna work.
Well,
Yes.
he added 70, so he should be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And they go king ups on the other 2 lanes, so everyone already trying to scale.
Oh, wait.
Oh, does the gate
Oh, wait,
guard
The
die
gate guard's
early?
getting collapsed. It won't get another summon?
One.
No.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
Nice snail then.
nice check. Oh,
Yeah.
it's only 3 creeps.
Yeah, it's a very small leak in any case.
So might not even be that sad. But I
Hmm.
guess
Yeah.
everyone's on 5 workers.
Was it pre-income at least from Fine?
No, he
went for it
out-incomes
after.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it probably is not worth in that case. Widdowson snail
Yeah.
was before income, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
like-
thing is, they're Kingsguard, so I mean that's just realistically like could be 1 king up as well.
yeah.
Mm,
And king on 7 workers now,
mm.
making use of the lock and random.
Absolute
Fine,
beast.
also on 7 workers. I mean they're playing the same opener. One of them just has casket, one's flower.
Might be. We might
Deadly
see King
Step
Lance
instead.
going 8 workers even.
Yeah.
Unless
He's a
Pawida
crazy
seems
guy.
to be saving his.
He's stockpiling a little bit.
Oh, there's the king up. I think that's 8 workers.
Hmm.
And king goes for the full send here. He added the snail. And fine missing
Oh,
king
yeah,
his own
that's-
Oh,
lance.
the
that's
Aqua's
a
already
lead.
dead.
That's a big league actually. He doesn't kill anything.
He's going to get one more
Like,
spell.
Yeah, it doesn't kill
Uh-oh.
Oh,
anything.
wow. 87%.
He went for the
Yeah.
really greedy aqua
Yeah,
positioning.
It's really good when you get to the fire aqua, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
And
your baby
also-
aqua guy spot, right?
he has casket like in the top half of
Yeah.
his lane because he has harpy, but he
Ah,
doesn't have a
okay.
harpy yet, so he's kind of just making his casket worse.
Yeah. But at least we have the. Oh, it's not even a full cover. Scallywag tried his best.
Kingsguard coming in clutch already, I guess.
And he goes for the Kemnir, so at least he was creating some pressure on Witterson, but I don't think Witterson will mind too much. Has the consort, has 2 consorts.
2
even.
consorts, yeah. That unit is so good on wave 4. I
I
think he's going to be
feel like-
completely fine.
Like saving and then sending a cannoneer with Kingsguard is also strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
feel like-
it could have been like income
Yeah.
plus king up income.
Yeah, it's like could have done like 2 or 3 king ups in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was 1 gold short of Fire Elemental, which means he now has a Cage of
Ooh,
Pain
wow.
and a Harpy. So, yeah, that leak
Yeah.
really hurting Fine,
I mean-
actually.
King can do something mean to him if he wants to go 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
And
Will
Widdowson's
he?
just holding, right? Unless he leaks a low
oh,
HP
this is
cannoneer.
the perfect hold.
Drop down
is it?
reversed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna kill the cannoneer, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just really close.
Yeah, and this the poo poo is here.
Is-
Okay, well, Fine
Oh.
might be in trouble. He does get the Fire Elemental at least.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
like is Hermit even good here?
Yeah, I always wonder about it just because
Yeah,
it's just like
like
full
double
magic.
arcane.
Yeah,
But I guess
I
he's
mean-
gonna have big trouble killing the boss for a while.
Yeah.
So
let's see what the little guy can do against the boss.
I feel like if he kills the boss, he might kill like everything else. Too.
Yeah,
So much AoE. And the fire elemental
see.
is pretty tanky in the early
yeah.
game.
It is
Perfect
really,
split
really
tanking
strong.
here as
but-
well. Like it.
On the cast, I mean that's
Oh,
that's
I mean,
That's a full
I'll be
hold.
fine with that.
Oh, but how's Pavita doing over here?
Ooh.
Yeah, this was only a 60 cent, so Pavita kind of needed to hold here.
Overpushed a bit, yeah. Like only a 3
Yeah.
Like no damage, I mean. Which is ideally the best pairing.
We've
Like
seen
some
how
sort of
deadly
range
Hermits
DPS.
on 5 can be against the
Yeah.
King. Now, admittedly, there's a few less mini Scorpions this time around, but still a good, what, 15%
Yeah.
damage dealt?
Definitely a much better early game for Resort this time.
And a full
And
resend as
Wooderson,
well.
He's kind of taking over even with the stash right now. Like he's nice workers, good income.
Yeah, that's a very good spot for Widerson.
And then it's gonna be full reset for both of them.
Let's see what we
Comes down to how this Aqua tanks, right?
Oh,
it's-
fines.
Yeah, I mean if it dies, then
It might
you know,
die. Maybe it's 2-4 split. No, it's not a 2-4 split. But
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Wait,
yeah,
it's 1-5?
was pretty
Or-
fine, I think.
Yeah, 1-5.
But he's still leaking. Pretty
Yeah,
badly.
he's still leaking pretty badly, even with pretty decent aggro.
It's so much AoE, like he's not killing anything. Oh,
They
he
get one
gets it
more?
on.
One oh!
Oh no.
4 HP
What?
on that Rocco! Oh no!
Deleted at
That
least.
is-
Looks like he's vibing.
Yeah, Pavita's holding this time.
He's holding.
Maybe the double Robo could have done it instead of Robo Snail.
Yeah,
Snail.
double Robo definitely leaks that. But Witherson didn't want to skip
He
the
can't
6
skip
gold,
that
I
six
guess.
That was crucial to his plans. But, I mean, some more tickling.
But we
But we did now highest workers.
They have more Mythium. But what?
Yeah.
They're going
I mean,
for 8, I guess?
yeah,
8 seems
yeah,
good,
eight-
actually.
It seems like the right call here. King
But-
going for the...
I think King can hold 8.
Yeah, like with Poda? Or, like, he could also just completely build for 8 and go full AoE. Kill
Yeah.
the wave.
But yeah, 10 is gonna be rough. So,
Yeah, maybe he
may-
can get a Kingpin for 10. But it's kind of
It's
copium.
gonna be a small one, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna get some stacks here, right?
It's the baby Kingpin skin for a reason.
Wave 7 is the best wave for
Well,
angler
it might
farming.
die.
Yeah, well, almost.
Oh,
Okay,
he's
it
good,
got
he's
quite a
good.
bit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be on value for this Strad Sen, and he's going
Okay,
for a mole of his own, which I
All
think
sense for
is
everyone.
pretty solid.
Witherson barely doesn't get the pack leader.
Ah, that sucks. But he gets triple brute instead.
Oh, but like, look at these. Like, where's the Tree of Life?
Yeah, I think Pavita is confused on which way around these units are meant to be.
Yeah, I guess he built this behind on
Oh,
6.
where's-
Oh, wow.
Witherson stashed.
Yeah, I
The
think
early-
that's a...
That's
Good
a good
call.
call. Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
see if
too.
he...
Will he be
Wants to try
rewarded?
and drag them all left, but let's see where his melee units go.
Go
Okay,
left.
nice. Somehow the mole is like was hiding in the one of the wave creeps.
And Disciple one-shots the
Yeah.
mole.
And the slime will get cast with a gate
Oh,
guard
the
deny. It's a
disciple dies.
huge leak.
Yeah.
But King is holding?
Yeah.
King
Yeah, he's
is
holding.
holding.
He
Yeah.
did go for the full AoE approach.
So Widdowson leaks
And-
84, Fine leaks 67, Pavidad, he's
And
leaking as
Fluid,
well.
so even though Witterson's stash didn't end up doing that much, like King got the hold and it's enough.
I mean, Widdowson's stash
Yeah.
probably stops them taking, you know,
I
quite a lot
I
more
actually-
damage here.
I mean, I don't think it did that big of a difference.
Yeah.
He got one more slime from it, so I don't know.
Yeah, that one you didn't really get to a threshold, right? Like a big upgrade,
Yeah,
big unit. So
because I think the early game stash is like good if you get a bank, if you get a I
Yeah.
don't know.
like if he could have maybe added like gloves in front here to and then he got the gate guard summons for it, maybe it would have been worth. But
What about even with the money he had? What if this slime was like here? So that when the slime mummy dies, the disciple
Yeah,
doesn't
that
instantly
that's
run
true.
it down.
helped. That would have helped, for sure. It's always the issue of
So-
having the slime mummy.
income
far.
King for Voided and Fine trying to get some regen in. Now it's King and Witter going for the save.
Ooh, but they have to go 10, right?
Yeah, I mean
Because
King
11
and-
is not an
and-
option. But then
yeah.
we see Crawling Catapult,
Mhm.
which is probably the best unit on 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fine is kind of currently in one of those weird positions where he has a lot of ranged units and not that much tank value for the catapult.
Yeah, it's just income.
Okay, that makes sense. That they
But
target where we
Witterson
did.
sees some juice over here. And
And he-
he's can get the Haven, yeah.
Yeah, defend us against the Haven, which he did, so
Yeah.
that's a good read with the Mole Hermit.
And he gets
Yeah.
the Brute out as well.
Oh yeah, I think that means the Veteran is also gonna be like stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Mole.
bull is just gonna be AFK over there.
That's kind of fine though. Like it keeps the mole alive forever, which
Yeah.
reduces so much of the
Yeah,
Haven's
yeah,
damage.
like a, oh no,
Oh.
yeah, half slap. Okay, it's not that far up, I guess.
Yeah.
But this looks like a pretty decent leak. Like the Haven is going down
Ooh.
now. Huh?
I don't.
That was
Wait.
close. Yeah, close to
Wait,
wait.
is he killing the boss?
Scallywag's
Oh,
broken.
Literally can't die.
Okay, never mind.
It literally can't die. Wait.
Imagine that Tree of Life.
Yeah, right. Who would hold?
Well,
I
they
don't
got a spot.
really,
Yeah.
don't really understand Fine's build. Just 2 Sky Queens, like, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Catapult.
Full DPS.
Yeah, full glass cannon build.
They go for one more round of income here.
Well, that was definitely
Oh,
a
he's
good
doing
trade, I
magician.
think.
Oh, that's why he goes for the Sky
That's-
Queens.
I feel like you need time for Magician Sky Queens.
You need some
He
tanks.
needs some
right?
tanks, yeah.
He's just going to need to spam these bucklers because that's his only real tank. So-
Yeah.
So Magician for Witterson, obviously. King is
Mm.
also going Magician. I just realized that he was cooking.
Oh, the
Wait, no?
Witterson.
Oh, he went Pawn Shop already. What?
Oh, never mind.
He's not cooking anything.
I'm disappointed.
Boring. And I guess he's
I
gonna
guess
sell his King.
He can pawn shop some Kingpins for some gold, I guess.
Yeah. It's interesting that we didn't find go for income here.
Yeah,
Completely giving up the pressure.
yeah, like
They're weak on
13 looks
13, yeah.
really solid now.
Like,
Maybe they
Fine
did
does
go
have,
for a DR.
Fine does have the Trebuchet, but he is gonna have no tank value for it.
We do have a Doomsday for Voided, so maybe they just feel like they are okay on 13 and then they'll play for 14.
Don't think they're fine though.
Yeah, I mean, if King and Witter push like this, then they're probably not going to be that. Yeah, okay, they're not that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like
Wait, he's so
Witterson-
undervalued with DR. He pushed so hard. To
yeah.
no cent?
Sky Queens
Oh,
do
yeah.
actually tank for the Trebuchet, right? They have lower range, so they'll run in front.
But yeah, it's still gonna be reduced damage, right?
Yeah.
It's the creeps. are
We
gonna
did
be
showing
closer.
his Doomsday here. I don't know. I'm confused.
Pavilion is already 350 undervalue, and they're not sending this wave.
Yeah. That Doomsday is gonna have to tank really well in 13.
He's going to
Yeah,
have to greed
and-
it. I mean, it looks like it's tanking too much here on 12.
Problem is it's gonna be double GK. So
Yeah.
like against double GK it can only tank one creep in GK, I think. If it tanks two creeps in GK, it dies.
Yeah, right now he's using a bazooka for the split, so it's basically like an even split, but
Yeah.
he probably needs a melee unit, like maybe even half up or something. And oh my god,
Oh, Withers.
What a long
what a
wave
big
here.
long wave.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets Hermit even.
And Fine is just going income. Doesn't think he can leak Witterson, which
Yeah.
doesn't appear to be. I think, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. He
I
has
mean-
to put like a melee here or something.
Yeah.
I think with this split, the Doomsday is just dead.
Might be the end. And we see the pawn trap of the Kingpin for a King Claw and then a Zeria, which the Send is definitely not ready for.
Yeah, that's a nice pawn shop for him.
And even adds a Zomba. Make sure the Zeria doesn't get caught by something.
The Azeria
Yeah,
wave.
best Azeria.
Ghost Knight into Doomsday's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, it's already gone. This is looking pretty rough now for Pavided.
And the Harpies aren't quite enough front line.
Yeah, Fine is getting absolutely run over as well. So that's
Yeah.
157 for Pavided, 75% for Fine. And I mean, are they just dead? That's a lot of creeps
They
reaching the
are,
king.
they are dead.
They got Kingsguard, guys.
Kingsguard, Copium.
So games look when Opposite is not behind in the early game.
Yeah, right. Wow. Okay, well, Abrasiet taking the
That's like
2-0 here in the semi-final. Whew. Those guys, when they're playing on form, they are scary to watch, I think.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, well, a very dominant display there. Game number 1, they were behind by miles and managed to bring it back with the miracle comeback play. Game number 2, they were just ahead from pretty much start to finish, and they didn't really give Fine and Pavided any room to breathe whatsoever. So, how do you beat this team? If you outplay them early, they're just going to come back in the mid game. If you don't outplay them early, you're even more screwed. So what's the game plan
Yeah.
against these?
Took Lucy and me a long time to figure out, and we still haven't figured it out consistently.
Yeah.
we did like Fiesta against them, like
That's
showing
true.
them off in the early game a little bit seems to sometimes work.
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays Fiesta is a little bit too undertuned to
Yeah.
work in tournaments.
Has not looked good in any of the games I've
Yeah.
seen.
It's like Fiesta's mostly balanced around
They have a
ladder.
game 3 in the other semis, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
was just
come
about
on,
to
that's-
say they are 1-1 currently, and it
Oh.
looks like we're just in time to see the start of Game 3. So that's
Perfect.
really good time.
Is there a lobby or?
There is a lobby, yeah.
Oh, cool.
It also gives me enough time to fix the scoreboard as well.
Let's have a look at the match history real quick. So they lost the first game, Fizzle Baron, Lucy. They lost to Castle. There's double Castle game. Crazy.
Yeah, Mega Mind, cool, nice.
All right. Well, we have a lobby. It is 1-1, so we are about to find out in the next game who will be joining King Dans and Widdowson in that grand final. Pretty cool stuff. And we talked about this as well at the start of the show, that it was a really exciting match. We've now got Drakir casting Lucy, his usual partner for Nova Cup, and we have the dramatic return to Nova Cup of one Salt Lord Bonnie, who we haven't had the pleasure of casting up here in Division 1 for a very long time. 2022, you guys said, was the last time he was active in Division 1, so that's really cool.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm excited to see this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, looks
Fizzle
like
Bear
actually
and
he won with
Lucy.
Fiesta. Fizzle Bear.
Oh,
They played a crazy aggressive game. It just ended on 11 with 4 PTAs.
Nice. Well, Well, guys,
Yeah.
we are about to find out
Oh.
who will join King and Widder in the grand finals, because here it is.
Wait.
Dumb and Dumber versus Dark Horse, game number 1. Let's go.
Alright, familiar setups in the Masterminds. Kingsguard, proven to be pretty strong. So
Yeah.
And
gonna be
2 stashes
interesting.
picked up as well, so 1 on each side. Who will stash the best?
I will say Sidron had a stash accident yesterday where he stashed 600 gold on, or maybe like 500 gold on 15 and then didn't build half of it and leaked. So
Classic.
hopefully he learned his lesson.
Yeah, you gotta be quick with the APM.
Yeah, he has a pretty nice roll. The Archer, the Catapult, the Pilgrim, lots of synergies.
Bonnie has a interesting
know.
role.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
Not
stash
sure how
players
he's
actually.
gonna. Not sure how he's gonna
Yeah.
develop that slime.
Slime
Star.
into
Oh, and he's already
Question mark?
rerolled as well. He's used his wave 1 reroll.
Yeah.
So this is his final
Hack?
final
I
run.
guess he can go Siren, Pack Rat, Harpies as his early game, but then he needs to get to the Antler somehow.
Yeah. He's also building
Okay.
quite far down his lane for a Harpy build.
Meanwhile, Lucy has a really strong cartel roll with this guy in the
Bird and the
Aqua.
Gargoyle, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Fizzlebear has a nice little Archer Tempest roll. I think his roll is a lot better now that Gate is a lot more tanky. So
for sure.
Archer Gate isn't as like unclickable as it was. The Gate actually does give Archer some tank value.
I think his role is pretty clunky in the early game, though. Like,
Yeah, for
what is
sure.
he doing on wave 6, for example?
It's time for the double Archer technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he has to overbuild. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that would work as well.
So, or maybe he rerolled.
And Lucy has 6 workers with the Whirlybird and a Bony.
The Tolts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think next wave she'll be fine with the Aqua or the Garg, right? So
Mhm. Yeah, really good role there for Lucy, allowing her to make the most of her early game snowball potential, especially with the cartel.
it's a pretty bold 6 workers from Saya, to be honest. Oh wait, he got King up or something, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at Lucy's Mythium and I was like, that's not the right amount for a 6 worker player. So he'll be fine.
Like-
Lucy also will be fine against Nosen.
Is she gonna be fine on 4?
That's a
Probably.
different question. But with the Aqua, you should be able to be alright.
Does she ever
Yeah.
get enough gold to make that a fire elemental next wave?
I don't think you even want a fire elemental.
Yeah, you want the Rogue Wave, right? For the
I don't
or just
know.
more Aquas or
I feel like
Thanks.
it would build like
well,
maybe
you're
a
like,
fire
yeah,
archer, another aqua,
yeah,
and some
Fire Archer,
bonies.
Aqua. I could see that. Yeah. I guess the tricky part for her is that her tanks aren't very good until
Yeah.
just straight up her tanks are very cheap.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
a
also the
long
reroll
wave.
roll. So
Only getting away with murder here, by the way. So
Yeah.
holding wave 3 with 185 value. I guess he would have leaked pretty decently to a snail.
And
is it gonna be a brute? It's gonna be a
Yeah,
brute,
it looks like it.
So. Cute
it's
it
a
up.
long wave.
It is a long wave. Income from all of the other players, so only Fuzzlebear going for the Power
Yes.
Mercenary send here.
This is pretty risky gameplay,
Yeah.
but he might get away with it. It's been a lot of income from Sai so
Like-
far.
To see Bonnie up a split, but
Yeah,
so
I guess he's not thinking about a brute.
yeah. This
So
brute is
hopefully the
gonna-
brute goes on this. That would be.
Oh,
the
it
best.
might. True, it might, but I don't think so.
Let's keep eyes on this bruise. It's
Yeah,
straight
no.
on the
Oh,
slime.
yeah, dude.
Oh,
I mean, he's hitting the
no.
brute.
attack. That's bad, I think.
This
Yeah,
is going to
it's
be a
not-
bad
he might not
leak.
kill it, yeah.
Slime Mummy doesn't get full
Okay,
mana.
He does kill it at least, but yeah.
Yeah, he's
he's not
leaking
killing a lot
everything
of the
else, though. Like, Puzzlebear
Yeah,
leaks
and-
50%
yeah.
to the triple
He
snails,
did
though.
50%. So I
Huge
mean, there was a
stash.
push.
Yeah. Honestly, this is good for Dark Horse, I think, because sure, Bonnie leaks a couple of percent more, but that was against a brute, and Fuzzlebear leaks around the same to snails.
Lucy going for a brute of her own now against Saya's Archer build, which is gonna work considering
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
deadly brute.
Sire's build currently is an archer
Yeah,
and,
these are-
and 6
The
Pee-wees.
lure strategy is out of control,
Oh.
guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
he got the boost. Maybe he's fine.
don't-
I mean,
I
the
would
Pilgrim
even
is pretty good on
but-
5, but the reason Pilgrim's good on 5 is because it off-tanks the boss while keeping itself alive, right? And currently
Yeah.
it's not off-tanking, and it doesn't really have good heal targets either.
I guess
actually
maybe it's
wondering
gonna
if-
catch with the.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he holds.
Let's see. Oh, the lizard didn't go on it at least.
Like
Wait,
the boss
Oh,
deals
God.
a lot of damage to the.
Slime?
Oh,
Did
oh
it
God.
reach
it's
full
not. It's
mana?
not.
it's not.
Oh
it's not
no!
good
That's
mana.
going to be another big leak!
Ugh.
And meanwhile, Saiyajin is getting
Ah.
run over by this brute. So that's
Waldo is here.
58% for him, 57% for Bonnie. I think that deserves a Waldo emote. They have got Kingsguard though, so they're just getting the most.
They did save a bit more, so they have some options. Probably going wave 6,
Mhm.
yeah, and everyone
Oh.
has queued up their
the
oh, never mind.
brutes.
So
Brute.
Fizzlefair, do you want to reroll? Do you want to just try to hold?
He
I
really
would be-
should reroll.
I would have
but
rerolled. I would be
Might
willing
be
to
too
stash
late.
here for himself for gate. I think he should. He can stash and get a gate. I feel like I would do it.
Maybe
Yep.
Maybe he's
fine
fine with the
with
Tempest.
I don't know about that positioning. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
okay,
better.
okay.
That looks better.
I was gonna say like the Archer does still have to tank.
Okay, Archer
And, yeah,
tanks
he takes
one.
Lucy
Could've
got a
got-
Poda out by the way
Oh.
with some Giga aggro. Everyone
Yeah,
doing
really
a little
nice
bit.
split tanking there in
Wow.
Lucy's lane. Wow.
Fortunately, Fizzlefair's board has turned into
Even
a
gets
full
one more
AoE
heal
board.
off. That's just a full hold for Lucy.
Yeah. And
Oh.
well, Fizzlefair, even with the full AoE, looks like he's gonna do good, and Saya does not do good.
How's Bonnie doing? No more Waldo
What?
action from him at least.
He held.
Archer?
Wow.
Never mind, he didn't need a
Oh,
stash.
he didn't even need the stash. You know
I mean, the
that.
thing is, like, triple snail versus, like, this is brute triple snail versus, like, double brute that, like, for sure is big difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess Saya honestly might have needed the gold considering what's going on in his PB board. But
Yeah.
now things are rough, right? They're just gonna they're getting brooted again.
And it might work. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, does he? Oh no, that's not the right unit,
That's
Saya.
not the right one.
You wanna get the second arch on wave 7. not
Yeah.
The guide.
You have to follow the guide exactly, guys.
Uh-oh. He's going to be in a spot of bother here against the double
Okay.
brute resend, I think.
And
How's
yeah.
Bonnie?
Bonnie
No,
is going
Bonnie,
for a
don't do
hunt.
it again, man!
And this
Oh,
is just
no.
full
The
tanking.
suicidal.
You got
Oh,
this, Slime Mommy.
no.
Has this slime mummy ever had full mana in Bonnie's lane other than like the first
Probably
three waves?
last wave.
Yeah, the wave he held, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, their king is gonna be in some trouble, I think.
Yeah.
They would have died without Kingsguard, I think. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to drop
but,
super low here. 3 brutes on the king, wave 7. That's so much damage. They do have... I mean, it's only 5 king spell upgrades as well.
Yeah, the economic disadvantage is gonna be a problem, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kingsguard is kicking in, but like you say, there's a massive worker advantage on the side of Dumb and Dumber. Lucy up there on 17 workers here on wave 8
They
versus
are doing
9
something
on
very
Bonnie.
dumb right now, which, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
like, there's no need to play like this when you won the game. But
Lucy and Fizzle are known to look for the only losing line.
Well,
I mean, he has stash so he could fix himself a little bit on wave 9, but why?
I mean, they just want to
Yeah.
win the game on 9, right? That's what they're going for here.
I guess they're
Prob-
going for a one shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is if
I
they
mean-
don't, and they
mean,
leave
if-
and
yeah.
keep shutdowns.
Well, even if you don't, like, you can stash here, so Fuzzlebear can basically be
Yeah,
on decent
presumably
value.
he's gonna stash. He is gonna. This is a pro league, right? Or
Is he leaking shutdown? No, he's holding.
He's holding.
he's not even on shutdown.
Oh, he's not on
luckily.
shutdown. Okay.
Makes the wave long at least. But yeah,
I mean, everyone's
Saijin and
gonna go
Bonnie, they're
full.
going for full sends of their own.
Okay. I
But
think this is all up to
Bonnie
Bonnie.
has
Bonnie
a lot of value.
Okay, he has the boar with a full charge,
Mhm.
but the
and
slime
Fizzle
siren
for-
probably still dies.
Fuzzlebear still has
Yeah.
not pressed the stash button, by the way.
Here,
Say-
Stash would give him a Hardened Mudman over a Ward, which I
Saya
think is...
used it. Saya used it.
Yeah, that's a good
For a
call from
Mudman.
Stash. Okay.
Right, and Sai has
And, I mean,
the
Mudman,
catapult
Hardened
as well.
Trebuchet?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if Lucy and Fizzle leak and they both
Yeah.
Oh, Simsarn looks fine actually.
Yeah, it's kind of
Is it
vibing
going
right
to reach
now.
full mana for once? It is.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right. Signs of
Incredible
life
play.
here from Dark Horse.
And the
all the
Trebuchet.
Pokemons.
Trebuchet is
Oh,
doing
Bonnie is
insane
holding. Bonnie is
DPS.
holding.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lucy
And-
leaks. That's a shutdown. Bonnie full holds. Saiyajin leaks very, very small, I guess. Does he kill one more?
But
He doesn't.
Unlucky that.
And
This is
Fuzzlebear
Bear
leaks
is
as
not on
well. He
shutdown.
didn't use the stash.
Yeah, they didn't get the shutdown.
Well,
No,
are we going to
not
get the
that
game
outcome.
changer banner here?
Probably not,
I
considering they
don't
did
think
too
so,
good,
yeah.
but the game hasn't quite fully changed.
They're crawling back slowly.
Yeah,
And
that's
we do have
certainly step
Cartel.
one, right?
Yeah?
Cartel on Lucy. And Lucy might even leak here again.
Yeah, she has literally 0 units on this
There's
way.
no units, but Bonnie's
got-
not sending, so...
She's got 4 bone wares. I guess they don't want to send here and give open like an overwork angle, but I don't really think it's overwork 13.
I mean, does she even
I
hold
don't know.
no send?
Oh, what is Fizzle doing?
What is he
He's,
cooking?
It's undervalued a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, he is very undervalued.
Guess they're going for the 11 finish, maybe? At least
Yeah.
that's what they're hoping for, but Saya's...
That is
pretty good.
turbo on 11, but Fizzleberg looks like he is
Yeah,
gonna hold
this-
no send.
Yeah,
Lucy's
Lucy does not
leaking
hold the
no
no
send.
send, though.
At least it's not a shutdown.
It almost feels like they have to go 11.
Yeah, I think you have to send here. If it's full or income, I don't know, but
They say.
yeah,
that's
never mind. It's all good,
crazy.
guys.
Neither team sends. Okay,
I mean, you know, if they go after income, they'll win the game, right?
I don't really understand counterattack.
That
Um,
one I don't know, considering you're if you leak here, you're
Like,
dead.
you die if you leak. I don't, yeah.
I mean, Fizzleberg
if-
is going. I really hope he clicks allowance or something, man. Oh, sure.
Can you press your stash button, please, Fuzzlebear? Like,
He's
Well,
going
I
to
guess he's
saving
going
it for
for pro
12.
Luke.
He's holding no center.
I mean, yeah, he should be finding its no send.
Yeah, he's 100 over
Yeah,
the
and
default.
I don't know, like, isn't Bonnie a beast on 12? Isn't Saya also pretty good on? I mean, it's a lot of
Saya's
Nithya,
hardened
but-
here, though.
I
so
feel like they
that's
would
something.
be good if they clicked allowance.
Yeah,
Well, the sends are
That's-
coming out.
Ma-
So Fuzzlebear and Lucy, they're sending Bear and Double Ogre there from Lucy.
yeah, Double Ogre pretty solid against the Mudmans.
Ooh.
Bonnie wants to
Let's
auto
see.
send. Yeah.
Interesting. Counterattack into auto send. I feel like the allowance button might have given more gold, but
We might see a DPS bear, honestly.
oh, and
honestly, like it's
yeah.
like cause the Sky Queen's on the left, the Boars on the
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, the
Maybe.
2 bears and maybe one of them is actually tanking, but
Mhm.
you need something to do some damage as well. So Fizzleberg popped his stash finally, but he is
What
just
should he
stashing to
get?
hold an income send.
Yeah.
191.
And,
Oh, and Saya double hardened on 11.
yeah, I mean he did replace it, so at least he has a buffed hardened golem, but
Mm.
no mole at least is good
Yeah,
for
there's
him.
the DPS bear.
Yeah. Well, someone's hitting it, right? Or is that the
Oh.
ogre? I can't tell.
Nice.
Slime Mummy got to
Bonnie,
full mana
Bonnie,
as well.
Bonnie might hold, or?
It's so
No.
how?
And
That's
this is
I
looking
guess he's
incredible for
undervalued.
Saiyajin as well.
Wait,
Yeah.
Saiyajin is... Wait, maybe the counterattack was genius.
Yeah.
Right?
Bonnie leaks
Because they,
60%.
because they knew that they
Wow.
will leak, but they will not die.
Holy moly!
On
That's some pretty giga counterattack value, honestly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
to say.
it's pretty good.
they just knew it, I guess. They
Yeah, and the
Perfectly-
overwork has not been that good. considering that was
Perfect.
super long wave 12.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're crawling back. They
Yeah.
were at 10% a few waves
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Now they're at 37.
Well, they are
Yeah.
ahead in income now as well because they made the right play there on 12 with the income king.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the workers, I suppose, but
I
they have more
mean-
Mythium from counterattack.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All of a
I
sudden.
think
Yeah, this game just got pretty interesting, guys. From Dumb and Dumber being absolutely miles ahead, it now feels, I mean, fairly
Yeah.
even. They're still behind, but not by
Yeah.
nearly as much.
That Descendant Messiah was maybe like I feel like you can't skip Mole there, but I guess he did have very good positioning to have his archer splitting.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know, like a double ogre versus ogre pack Mole. What's that?
Oh, and Puzzle Bear leaking,
it's
shut down
counterattack.
to no
is that
send.
worth? Hey guys, any mathematicians? Is that worth?
Ah,
It's not, by the way.
It's not, by the way.
It's like per creep on 13 you lose like so much
Yeah.
gold, and then the
Yeah.
shutdown on top of it. Cyanogen is almost at the top.
Yeah, he's climbing up there.
he is
So
ahead
this
on
15
Lithium now, though.
Bonnie
Yeah,
does have some turbo 15.
Yeah,
It's-
Bonnie has like a really strong 15 ward.
And Saya's 15 ward is also acceptable. Like Pilgrims,
Saya's plus
I mean,
value.
Archers,
Like,
okay.
he got a ton of gold
Yeah.
there on 13 for a bit of an
Yeah.
unforced error, maybe, from Puzzle Bear.
Little
Yeah,
bits. I mean, Lucy is very good on 15 as well, especially if she commits to double Azuria.
Lucy has like no tanks. Like she has gargoyles, but I feel like a Needler could leak her.
Yeah,
Like she might leak like boss plus Needler, or maybe just Needler, but even then like Fizzle is probably leaking a bit.
yeah, he has no real units for 15.
Won't everyone just skip?
So
No.
I
okay,
think
Bonnie and
everyone is
Saya do so.
sending. Or not.
No, no, no.
and
Dumb and Dumber,
Lucy-
they are skipping. Okay, well.
Lucy is very confident, and Bonnie did click the right mercenary. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Will Lucy's confidence be misplaced here? Because she is
I
think
600
so.
on the value.
Yeah, because like
I mean-
Red Knight Sovereign are really bad on.
Okay, at
15,
least
I
they're doing
think.
some king attack, but are they gonna harden?
They-
I feel like you
because,
should. These
They're
values
doing
are too
full
suspicious.
king, so they probably
Full
won't
king.
die. But
They're going to feed a ton of gold, though, right?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the same as these games before. Like
Yeah.
the first
He
game
hardens
of
little guys.
Opposite against Baweeded. They're just saving too long,
Hmm.
feeding those shutdowns.
Interesting send here, by the way. Bonnie sending lizards to go with the dragon turtles. I think
yeah,
I can
I don't know where
explain
the
that one,
hermit
by
is.
the way. I think that's muscle memory pressing D for dragon turtle.
Maybe,
Yeah, and Lucy is just snacking it.
Okay, Lucy
Yeah.
is holding, to be fair.
I don't
Or
think she
maybe
kills the
neither.
needle.
Yeah, oh, the neither goes through,
Yeah.
I think.
Or
Or,
attack
no,
belly.
doesn't.
Wait, Lucy.
So never mind. We all doubted the queen.
Well, that is a lizard diff, honestly. Like, if that's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if
Two
that's
more
the
DPs
hermits,
or
a
or
hermit,
2
yeah.
BGs, yeah.
And they're going for the 16 play right away, and
But Saya gets a lot of gold.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Let's
close
see.
to value, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is on value,
Yeah,
so is
bump-
Bonnie.
I mean, he can bump the alpha male. That's pretty solid here.
Bonnie can
Yeah.
finally build his antlers, maybe? No, he's going for a boar.
Just-
I don't know
more
about boar on
boars.
16.
yeah, I do think the national armor is a bit better.
I guess maybe they're just
Saya
not
is
expecting it to come here.
gonna buff an alpha male, right? Okay,
Yeah, he is.
nice. The split is kind of
The-
high.
And they have
But-
full king, like their king is
Yeah,
actually
they're
very
not gonna-
strong.
No,
They have
they're
to
not gonna
leak
die,
like
right?
yeah, they have to leak like I don't know, like 15 creeps or something to die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
these bears
mass-
are back on the DPS train again, it seems. Now, one of them has
one of them
Oh, what-
died. He healed up the board charge for now. I don't know where the
Saya
second is.
has not much tank value for his archers.
Yeah, Saya will be leaking decently here. So will
But
Bonnie,
yeah, he
actually.
He
deals
did
a
kill
lot
a
of
lot,
damage.
yeah.
They might live.
81% there for Bonnie. 79
And they can
counterattack.
Saya. Counterattack value.
Yeah,
This,
maybe
this might be the angle.
It's close.
close. I think.
It is, yeah.
Looks like
King's
it,
God, man! Why do I ever doubt it? It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I mean-
such a good mastermind.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It
they're
really is.
still
They
behind.
still gotta win the
apparently.
game.
Yeah,
Where can they win the game? I mean,
20.
yeah, 20. I mean, 19 is not gonna work against Fizzle. 18 is too soon.
Yeah, I think 20 is like their only.
They are staying quite low on workers
Yeah,
for
they're
Bonnie and
not
Cyanogen.
pushing.
Yeah, but
but-
Fuzzlebear and Lucy are. There's the thing.
Even
so
with the push, they're gonna be under value next wave. Well, Saya might be close to value.
I wonder if Lucy and Fizzle are going
Yeah, are they
18.
playing for 18? Yeah, it kind of looks like the way they're playing. I mean, these are not very good 18 units.
Bonnie and Cy are both
Maybe-
shifting north of 500 gold though, so maybe trying to
Yeah.
bait that 18 cent.
They are going for the debate.
Let's
See if they
see.
fall
Will
for it.
Fuzzlebear and Lucy go for it?
I feel like they might. But
I don't know.
let's see. Yeah,
They do.
there it is.
Okay.
They were contemplating.
They were. I mean, I mean, it's not like they're gonna easy hold on value here.
Yeah.
They are under value, and they don't have
Yeah,
the
I
best
mean,
units. So, well, that's.
This
Oh,
is
I mean, that's not that bad, but
this is nice. Oh,
okay.
Huh.
I mean, if
Just
he hardens
one-
it, it's not bad.
Bonnie's leaking.
Oh god,
Lacking some damage in his roll.
he's got the Pegasus for the.
Yeah, there's some magic
I mean,
damage.
I
Yeah,
think the best unit he could have honestly built here is this guy.
the looter.
Not joking. So they
Yeah.
do harden everything, and
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see.
This is the way it all comes down to.
Well, won't Cyanogen just hold with all of those chieftains? Like, he's kind of one-shotting the left side.
He has 4 archers and a golem.
Yeah, that's true. Left side is
But
already
he
good.
built half of the wave already.
Yeah.
And like he has to hold, I think, because Bonnie is. Oh wait, Bonnie? Bonnie is not doing that bad.
Bonnie is doing really
Infinite
well.
Stall
Slime
with
Mummy,
the
man.
Slime Sirens.
Do they live?
Yeah, 25%.
Close.
It's 3 creeps
Another
and a shaman.
counterattack.
It's like 2 creeps, like 2 half HP creeps.
Yeah.
They might.
I think they
lose.
die.
It is still Kingsguard, though. Yeah, like, I don't know.
It's
hard to
super
rule
close.
this out.
I think they die or
2 creeps remaining. 1 creep remaining.
oh the sh
Shaman. No! Oh!
they died. No.
That
a
was
great-
so
Oh.
close. That was so
Did he
close.
harden?
He did harden everything.
Okay.
Oh
damn.
man, that was
That-
wow.
If only like
Honestly,
Cyanogen.
Bonnie- I wonder if Bonnie, instead of building like a boar and like a slime, he literally just built like 400 looters.
Yeah, that probably would have made him hold.
Like he had so much delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Skykin's actually ramped up.
27 looters. Damn, that's that was a really hype.
That was a fun game, yeah.
For the third game. Yeah,
That's crazy. And Cyanogen could have had 1 more chieftain instead of a
yeah
golem.
exactly. Instead of
Right.
the golem, the
Yeah.
ah.
I think those
They
guys
were-
could have survived this maybe with some very slight build differences.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. I mean, that was an absolute nail biter of a game 3, guys. So,
Yeah.
so look,
Wow.
Fuzzlebear and Lucy, they have made it through to the grand finals, but their opponents there, Kingdans and Widdowson, are on mean form today, it seems. So that's going to be a really tough game for them in the grand finals. Meanwhile, Bonnie and Cyanogen, unfortunately, their tournament journey ends here in the semi-finals. But man, that was a triumphant return for Bonnie, I think it's fair to say. They played extremely well here. I mean, sure, they were behind for the majority of this game, but a couple of points there, I thought these guys were on the verge of making a miracle comeback, right? It was
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
close.
it was looking promising for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if they survive
like-
there, if they survive that wave 18 on 1% HP, there's a
Yeah.
decent chance they just win the game on 19.
Yeah, they would, or 20 probably, but yeah.
Yeah. Man, what
Was-
a crazy
Kind of
series.
comes, it really comes down to Bonnie sending lizards on 15.
Yeah, honestly, it
Yeah.
does. Because Lucy should have leaked there. I guarantee, right? I don't know if Bonnie's going to join the chat now, but I guarantee those 2 lizards are Bonnie pressing D, because that used to be the hotkey for Dragon Turtle, because I've done that myself
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
And it just makes the difference. Like you say, if that's a Hermit or if that's 2 more Dragon Turtles, Lucy is leaking. Like, maybe not badly, but she is leaking. And that's going to
Yeah.
be a bunch more leak gold, a bunch more pillage gold, and that can easily be enough to make the difference in a game that is this close, right? So, yeah, it's a very disappointing outcome there for Bonnie and Cyajin, but Lucy and Fuzzlebear absolutely deserve their spot in the grand final after a play like that. So super well played to those guys. And guys, we are going to have a quick 10-minute break now for the players and casters. Do not go anywhere though, because this grand final is going to be super fun. It's going to be Abrasir versus Dumb and Dumber coming up in about 10 minutes time, and we will see you then. I'll leave you with some Nick Tier bangers to keep you entertained, and we will be right back. All right, guys, thank you, Nick, here for that amazing banger and some very funky artwork as well. But guys, the moment you have all been waiting for is here. The grand finals is about to begin. It will be Abraseat versus Dumb and Dumber. And these guys, we've seen them playing fantastically well already today from both teams. It's going to be a super, super hype grand finals. And I just don't know which way it's going to go. I mean, Lucy has beaten these guys plenty of times. But the thing is, normally that's when playing with one of our co-casters today. So, Drakir, how do you think Lucy's chances are against Abraseat here with Fuzzlebear as her teammate?
I think they have a decent chance. I think it really depends on the Legion spells
Yeah.
and how, like they Fizzle and Lucy are both a little bit like coin flippy, so kind of depends if the coin flips go their way. And yeah, but if I had to give it like odds, it's probably like maybe they have like a 30-40% chance to win this best of 5.
Oh, fair enough.
So Abraseat is definitely in favor, but it's definitely possible. Wouldn't
Yeah.
count them out.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I mean, 30%, that's pretty harsh, man, for your long-time teammate. I think they might have a better chance than that. It is a best of 5, though, like you say. That is a bit harder than a best of 3.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think players like Lucy and Fizzle have less chance in more games, since best of 5 comes more down to consistency.
Yeah, and coin flippy, like, when it can easily win you a game here and there, it's much harder to do that 3 times in a row.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But maybe they surprise me. Maybe they'll just play very clean.
Yeah, and then maybe Lucy decides to replace her teammate. You know, she doesn't need him anymore. She move over, Drakir. Fuzzlebear is the new beast in town. Right, have we got a lobby open? We have. Amazing. The players have done it for me this time. Fantastic. Okay, guys. So, one thing is for certain. No matter which team is going to win, this series is going to be a banger. My one request for the players, if they're listening, make it more than 3 games. Like, I don't want to see a 3-0 here. I want to see, 3-1, 3-2, something like that. Let's get some entertainment out of this matchup. Let's see some coin flipping action. Let's see some early game throws into mid-game comebacks. We've seen some super, super exciting moments so far already in the semi-finals, and I hope these grand finals don't disappoint, but I'm sure that they won't. Offmer, what about yourself, by the way? Any favourites here?
I mean, I will probably say that King and Wood are our favorite, but yeah, hoping that Fizzleberg and Lucy can pull out some moves.
All right, guys, here it is. The grand final is about to begin. We've got Abraseat on the left versus Dumb and Dumber on the right. Game number 1, let's go.
And there's the Fiesta, the Fizzleberg classic. Witherson is an unfortunate YOLO roll.
Oh, yeah, that's a rough
He will need to reroll.
He has rerolled already. Yeah, hopefully he can rectify that somehow.
King opting for the cartel this game, so maybe he just doesn't feel like the Legion spells are that good for redraw. And like Overwork, Robo, maybe the cartel will be more impactful.
Yeah, too aggressive.
Or they just want to get some of their, least favoured masterminds out of the way early on, perhaps, right? Because you've got a best of 5 to play through, so if redraw is your favourite, maybe you want to save it for, a clutch match, a match point sort of thing.
He's cooking up the Grow Egg Fiesta.
All right, interesting.
Interesting.
He could do like chain to Harpy.
Could have also done the no build Fiesta egg.
I mean, he is staying on 2
That
workers.
would actually be kind of hype if someone had pulled that one off. So, Milosh Mangler for King, and Poda roll for Witherson.
Oh, Wooderson.
Oh, his reroll
way
is much better there
Yeah.
for Widdowson. Like, it's
Yeah.
still not an ideal roll, but it's way better than his first roll.
Yeah.
I think Poto Ranger actually pairs together really well. Like, it's almost but not quite on the same level as Priestess Mask.
Yeah, it's definitely also really, really strong in the late game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Halder is better than Mask in the early game,
Yeah,
but it falls off more. Mask can
Yeah.
like carry you to like 17,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
19. Interesting.
no king up, no Snell from Wooderson.
And there is the Fiesta Egg here from Fuzzlebear. So presumably he just full pushes now, gets
Yeah.
the Fiesta Gold, next wave.
Wooderson starting
6
to
workers
pick
for
up.
King, 6 workers for Lucy.
Still only 4
Oh, he actually
workers though
gets-
for Fuzzlebear. So even though you're getting your Fiesta, it's oh no!
Got him.
Oh,
Yeah, King Dan's making the wave very, very long into the egg player, so that is
oh. Wooder is going for Robo, so
Okay.
Yeah,
that's,
got him.
that's gonna work
Ha!
for Fizzle.
he is,
Robo.
he is going to get his guy.
You fell for his trap.
-2. Oh, no, don't build it. Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, I think you just want to be able to push the worker sooner, right?
Yeah, there's no point in building. You kill the wave.
Mm-hmm. Like, it makes literally no difference.
I think so, yeah.
Wooderson not going 6 workers here because
Yeah.
of the angler.
So all the Froggos were killed by the egg splash, so yeah, the Harpy literally made no difference other than he pushed his worker a little bit slower.
He got the Robo lower for the middle cover.
True, true.
Oh, does Robo go through you anyway?
It might actually make a difference on the next wave if he can't quite afford to push the 7th worker.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah.
40 gold. And that
Ouch.
is a Harpy that didn't help him at all on wave 3 and is now actively hurting him here on wave 4.
Wooderson on 7 workers now. Same with Lucy. Everyone getting a little income in. Full send into Wooderson from Lucy.
Okay, well, Widdowson did add the Howler and the Ranger, so he should be absolutely fine here.
The Ranger does die.
Yeah, it kind
Yeah.
of did its job. Like, it's a swift tank, it did a bit of damage. Priestess gets another heal.
But she dies.
Yeah, it is going to
Okay.
be a leak, actually.
Small leak.
3 creeps there.
Got him.
God, her guy.
Some stacks for King. And now we went on to 8 workers. Wooderson staying on 7. Not sure for what. Oh, yeah, the bounty. Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay.
And Lucy going for a Robo. Very optimistic.
That's an interesting send into a Priestess on 5.
Yeah. Maybe it's a misclick.
Yeah. Well, now you have to commit.
Unlucky.
King is going for a save as well onto Lucy, where she does not look very good on wave 6.
I mean, would this even
Yeah.
work if Widdowson had pushed and didn't get the bounty hunter here?
No, I think if he built like a Howler or 2, probably fine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like build nothing, then it will work.
Yeah, if you build nothing, sure.
Maybe that's what she was going for.
Ah, perhaps.
And King goes for income.
Yeah,
So,
King goes for
not a
income, but
big threat.
Lucy's board looks horrendous here on wave 6, so the income might just be enough.
And Isselberg is. I mean, I mean, he got 1 Fiesta, I guess.
Yes, true. Meanwhile, like, is this Doofus McDooface board I'm looking at here, or why is there
Yeah.
7 masks on Lucy's board?
Yeah, wave 8 could be some trouble.
Wave
The
8,
mole
wave
will
9,
lead,
wave
or-
10.
Anyway,
Yeah, where the
King
mole
Dance
shows
can
up.
get a mole.
Yeah. This wave, though, the hold is guaranteed against the Cannoneer. Amazing. Puzzle Bear, no Fiesta. Well,
It's a pretty peaceful game.
Everyone just handshaking a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy has the most Mythium so far.
Hmm.
King, like, a little bit behind because of the angler from where he wants to be, but, I mean, once he gets the Kingpin, he'll be back.
Yeah. Kind of impressive that Lucy has more income than King Dance, though. Like, she's playing the Kingsguard, he's playing Cartel. I mean, sure, he
Yeah.
has a little bit more Mythium banked, but that's pretty decent for Lucy, I think.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
ahead
like-
in total Mythium by like 10.
She had like the 7-worker flower opener, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's pretty nice to have.
Problem
So
is her
does King
board.
want to try?
What's going on here with the harpies?
Well, maybe he's getting a Fiesta.
Oh, is it a fiesta
Yeah.
or?
But Lucy might not be so happy with this Fiesta.
Yeah, because she
Oh,
is
'cause
getting the
she
full
is
sentence.
she's tantrumed on.
On
this
7,
wave.
yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't really have a answer.
She can get the big bad Sea Dragon.
Yeah,
What is it
Sea
healing?
Dragon Speed.
It heals
Sea
the
Dragon
Hellraiser,
Speed
of
combo is
course.
coming.
A full sentence from
Alright.
Widdowson as well. So will Fuzzlebear be able to cover?
I think that's a
I
wall,
will
though.
go with a no.
That is the wall, though.
Well, to be honest, they're both just
Yeah.
they're getting like very similar sets actually. It's just
It's
they're one doing
really
each other.
important that this Mother of Slimes reaches full mana, because otherwise that's going to be a doomer, I think, for Fuzzlebear.
Yeah. And
Uh,
Fizzlebear is actually
Lucy-
trying to go for a full send here, but
Lucy does have triple Steed here, so the magic damage might let her kill
Oh,
the mole, and they
she's
are going to
swapped
keep
out
the
the
mask
Avenger.
healed up as well.
Oh, the infinite
Okay.
healing.
Yeah, all of that
spells
mana
and
is pumping the Sea Dragon, so
It
the
literally
Hellraiser
can't
does stay
die.
alive.
Wow, this Hellraiser is just smurfing.
Yeah, it's doing
But-
so much
But it's
damage.
not killing anything.
Okay,
Oh,
we were really
God.
hyping up the
Oh,
Hellraiser, and then it's 102%
I
leak.
think this fiend may have wanted to have been some snails,
Snails. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
brute or
Oh, it's the holds.
anything. Oh god,
That's a lot of damage.
King's Guard.
King's Guard.
They're utilizing it.
Yeah, I mean, just like a pretty easy trade when one team is getting Kingpin on 8 and the other team is not.
Yeah. But it was a Fiesta, though, for Fizzlebear.
Yeah.
So.
It's true.
King Dan's on fire now. Lucy's income
And
is looking
he's-
pretty great, though, that said.
He has a pretty nice skilling roll too,
I
King.
mean, they,
So
they did send, so the
Yeah.
King and Widow didn't
Yeah.
send yet. King didn't send yet. or-
Widdowson did, yeah.
will be tough for Lucy on 10, even with the Avenger. It's not going to be a big one, so
Yeah. But maybe they even go 11.
they could, yeah, overwork Rogue Warren.
Yeah, there's 2 really nice aggressive spells there in the mix.
Although King probably wants to send.
He does have a lot of bricks
super duper
stockpiled.
pushed.
Let's see. I feel like he doesn't.
Hmm?
Because he can just hold if he wants to.
That's true. He has enough for a Disciple.
King and Widdowson both save this time, yeah, so they are looking to make something happen with those aggressive Legion spells.
Yeah, the Avenger definitely not going to help his cause.
Hmm.
Mm.
What?
Why
Why
is he
is
cooking
it-
here? I don't know. I don't know why it's there.
I mean, he can quite easily sell this, right? If you
Yeah, I guess I don't see the. Yeah, I just don't see the vision yet.
yeah.
Maybe he's just having fun.
Maybe.
There was a brood
So
sent here as well. Will this be
can't
a
hear
shutdown?
brutes, but
I think that's a whole.
I think
It
he's
looks like a
snacking
hole,
it.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Yeah, this
What?
is. The
1v1.
Well,
And
Makes sense.
here comes this big wave 11
And
send. We've got
Lucy's
the
pro leaking.
oh Lucy leaks
Pro
no
leak.
send while they're being saved on. That's not ideal, I think.
Pack Mole Hermit. Is this a melee wave?
And double overwork snap pick as well. Lucy and
Everyone
Puzzlebear
goes
take the
overwork.
overwork also. So just
Overworking ups is coming.
overwork king ups, and of course the fact that they're expecting a long wave because they know they're leaking here. Yeah, Lucy's role is just not it, I'm afraid. Like, she doesn't really
Yeah.
have good answers to a lot of these waves.
I mean, the problem with going Hellraiser on 6 is that you can't Hellraiser on 7.
Mhm.
King has. It literally can't die.
It literally can't die, yeah, but he's receiving an income send as well, so keep eyes on Lucy and Puzzlebear because they're receiving 400 and 560 Mythium here on Wave 11. Pack Leader is chewing on these Sea Dragons as well, so that's a lot of damage and sustain already gone. Lucy's just getting absolutely overwhelmed here by this enormous send from King Dans. That's a 168% leak here. Fuzzlebear not too far behind. Honestly, that's an 83% leak there. They do have Kingsguard. Will it be enough? We've seen Kingsguard pull off some pretty solid holds, but this is 27 creeps reaching the King, including Pack Leader.
They will live, but at what cost? Or will they?
Will they?
Maybe I'm wrong.
One more spell?
They
Yeah,
will.
that's
They
wrong.
will
They
not.
won't.
Will
Oh,
not.
okay. I thought they would.
Okay.
I guess the pack leader did not.
Well, Abrasia closing game 1 out there in style. This game, they never really looked in doubt, right? They were just kind of ahead from the very start of the game. You know, we had Fuzzlebear playing Fiesta, but I think the only wave he leaked is when his egg broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Scally Fiesta. Like, you don't
Yeah.
actually get anything. Like, it's not like a huge advantage created from Fiesta, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're kind of just playing no income.
Yeah, and that was really rough for him. So not only that, but he was really low workers. King Dan's leaked no send on wave 2 to create an extra long wave into the egg. Then we saw Fuzzlebear add the harpy, which was just actively bad for him essentially. And yeah, I don't know. The thing kind of snowballed from the early game, and Abrasia are the sort of team where if they have an advantage like that from so early on, they're just not going to let up. They won't give you any room to breathe. They're just going to keep piling on the pressure, and we saw that here. You know, they closed the game out really, really cleanly. I think they were very controlled.
Yeah.
That's also what I meant the Legion spells. I think if there's no offensive spells, I think Lucy and Fizzlebear have a better shot.
Mhm.
Because Footer and King can find the angle of auto assault or overwork. It's gonna be really hard to play around.
Yeah. And that is YOLO and Cartel gone for Abrasia. So I'm interested if that was their kind of strategy to just get maybe least favourite masterminds out of the way, and now they have 2 games to win with their favourite picks. So they have Chaos and Redraw for King Dans. You know, they have Stash still available as well. So a lot to pick and choose from, really. But guys, we're about to find out, because game number 2, these players are not messing about. We're straight into the next game. It is a 1-0 advantage on the side of Abrasia. Can Dumb and Dumber bring it back? Let's find out. Game number 2.
Okay, there's the safe Legion spell game, and there's the Lucy Castle.
Oh,
That's
great.
a signature Lucy mastermind.
0-0 incoming. King also plays the Scaling Mastermind.
Yeah. Witherslum random looking makes sense.
That's a pretty rough roll again. I would have said, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, the YOLO gods are not on his side.
No.
but-
I think that's probably another reroll on
Time
one,
for a
honestly.
Seedling Coiler.
Yeah, the Slickens special.
We'll have to see how well Fuzzlebear uses his stash as well. Now, the thing is with Lucy on Castle, right? Every time I see Lucy play Castle, she's just going to be miles ahead on workers in the early game. Seemingly inexplicable, but she somehow always manages to be ahead early while playing Castle.
That's true.
This one will be tough.
It's probably the mindset, you know.
Yeah.
She's on that Castle grind set.
So Wooderson is going to pretend like he's going egg.
Wait,
and
is
go
Wooderson
bunk.
doing a banana
Bunk.
bunk? Is this
Yeah.
the opener that we haven't
Uh,
seen since like
Mm,
Bonnie was playing in 2022?
nope. He
Joke.
Oh, he rerolled.
He
He
rerolled, yeah.
Whirlybird.
I think Whirlybird is a much better opener than Grawl into bunk.
It's pretty bad late game roll though.
Yeah.
He's got Sakura, I guess.
Yeah, King Cloud War. I mean, could be worse, I guess.
Could be worse, yeah. Fizzleberg's early game looks very, very difficult to play.
Yeah, it really does actually.
Similar to Lucy's role last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy, I think, has a
Yes.
very good role though this game for Castle.
I don't know what Circle opener, because I mean, I guess she gets a cat on wave
Yeah.
3.
Puzzlebear is post-income snailing. They're both post-income snailing.
Oh,
So they get one of them.
yeah. What is that even good?
I don't know.
I mean, King Dan's will hold, right, with the gargoyle, and he
Yeah.
can just... it's a very easy 6 workers.
Yeah.
Wooderson
Got it.
will
Oh,
leak
Or
50%.
maybe the snail is for the Seraphim for Lucy.
Oh
So
yeah,
you get
yeah.
the gold.
That's the classic Lucy snail.
Yeah, the castle snail to
Optimistic.
get the gold.
Ah,
That is a classic.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I think it does, right? Yeah.
I think it does perfectly even. Or
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
With 1 gold to spare as well, okay? I mean, that's honestly a fantastic play from Lucy in that case.
Quick maths.
And then she goes for the Neko
Oh,
anyway.
she goes for the cat anyway. Come on, Uru. I mean, I don't really understand. Like, isn't Seraphim
Yeah.
is better?
I
don't
think
think
Seraphim
so.
is better, yeah, for sure.
Like on like every wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Until
Besides
wave
wave
7.
But
Yeah.
by then you need a gun, so then the cat versus Seraphim is like no diff really, it's just a tank.
Mm.
So is Sizzleberg gonna do some shift reality or something? Like, well, how else can you play this role?
Wooderson added a full Chloropixie here, which didn't die, so a bit of a
What's that?
misplay there from him.
I mean,
Hmm.
does look like Fizzleberg is just gonna shift. Can he shift stash and get something, maybe?
T6?
I mean, he has
Yeah.
the Lord of Death there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
It's gonna be close. He doesn't have that much income.
yeah.
With Stash,
So
definitely. It's just whether he wants to use it so early.
He goes for an optimistic full send to try and farm some money.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for Lucy.
I definitely. How much does the wave give? Like 90 something?
So
It's
he's
not 90,
200,
96 from the wave.
Okay,
So
okay.
250.
He does get
He
T6
stashes
if he wants
ability.
to. But does he want a T6?
I can't imagine him wanting to build anything else.
Or maybe
Yeah.
can he sell a mask?
Yeah,
Oh,
he can sell a mask. He can
I
sell
can
a
just
mask.
sell a mask. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
we're back.
Catapults.
Whoa.
Ooh, the
Okay.
catapults.
That's doable in the early game. I thought this unit didn't work without.
Yeah, I feel like the Lord of Death is better, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to one-shot the Scorpion.
That is
Yeah, I
true.
guess the Scorpion will die, and it's a full sun from Wooderson coming in.
It's a full send into Lucy as well. She
Yeah, I
has,
feel like having a Seraphim here would be actually.
Yeah, imagine a Seraphim with this
Mhm.
board.
Really good split tanking though from Lucy. 3
Yeah.
units taking damage. Boss dies very quickly. Similarly in Fuzzlebear's lane, but now the wave is on top of the
He's
catapult.
holding, I think.
Yeah, that looks like a hold. And meanwhile,
would hope so.
Lucy is leaking. That's
Yeah.
a 69%, very nice. Fuzzlebear with the
What a
trebuchet
beast.
clapping the
I
wave.
mean, he did the only thing he needed to do to play his role, so that was pretty good from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he can kind of play the game.
I mean, you can easily full push now, right? Like, he is holding wave 6 without building, I guess.
I'm not sure how good Catapult is on 6.
True.
Yeah.
Like, when the wave gets on top of it.
Yeah.
I guess we're about to find out, because he did push.
He's building, though. He's building.
He
What a
has
coward.
okay, he has a split.
He has a split, okay. And they go for a save here, so maybe they're thinking about like a wave 8 or something.
Hmm. The
Or
split
no,
is...
probably wave 7, I just saw Lucy's value.
Makes sense against the Whirlybirds. But 7 also
Yeah.
makes sense against Wither, Stubble, Chloropixie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it is a big 40 send against both of them. Let's see how well they do.
And Lucy might Pro League.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what she wants, I think.
That's
Yeah.
why you build the cat, so you're worse on 6.
Ah.
Thinking
Oh, she's
5
just,
steps ahead is Lucy.
Yeah, I think I don't buy it.
I mean, it's working.
It is
that
gonna
is a Pro
be
League.
a pretty nice Pro League.
One more?
No, never one
Oh.
more. But still, I mean, they both have 120 Mythium. Widdowson has
Yeah.
2 Chloropixies. King Downs doesn't look great on 7 either.
I guess he has Yuzora, which is just really nice against Double Brute.
Yeah.
And
On
I
And
don't
double-
know.
Guard.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
I
now
feel
he
like
looks pretty great on 7.
Yeah, King is looking really good here.
looks like a snack, but
Oh, but maybe the robo that Fizzle is sending can snag
Yeah.
the copter? Not sure.
yeah, that would be huge. King is actually queuing up a full send here.
Hmm.
Oh.
And it's going to work. Like, Lucy is pretty
Yeah.
low value and basically has 1 unit on the wave.
Yeah.
And it's not
only
even 7
6
stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucy's going to leak decently
see.
here. Fuzzlebear should hold, though. So let's keep eyes on King Dan and Widdowson. The Copter is still alive, but didn't really tank much.
Yeah,
Widdowson's
maybe
Copter
you
did really
should've-
well.
Yeah. Widdowson is getting overrun, it looks like. He does kill 1 brute, but at the last second there. King
That's
Dan's,
King
I mean,
Lee.
he's doing
Yeah, he
really
Doesn't have
well.
enough damage, wow.
King Dan's has basically killed the entire wave, so he's just leaking sands more or less.
Lucy
Okay.
lost the Lizard Army, but
This is
some
good. for
big
them.
goals.
Fuzzlebear's going to be able to cover that, yeah.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Abrasir, they're taking a decent chunk of king damage here.
And
And
they
also
still...
worker advantage on.
Yeah.
Lucy
The only thing they
as well.
don't have is the income advantage, but they are castles, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stash as well, by the
And
way.
Stash, yeah.
Yeah, they are scaling pretty hard.
Alright, there is a full resend coming once again here. King Dan's with the Batter Brute.
Oh.
Let's see.
Lucy
Lucy's
packed
playing
out the
safe.
gun. Will it
Unless
live? It looks quite risky, that
Yeah.
gun.
Depend. It's risky.
How
but
many
I think it
tanks are-
lives. I think it lives.
I mean, it has to, because if it doesn't, she's going to
Yeah,
leak
if it
really
doesn't-
badly.
Oh, okay. She's playing it safe. She's playing it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I think now.
They go
it's-
for a save as well, so maybe just going wave... Well,
Yeah, Widdowson
think
full
it
sent
would've
snails
left
as well
before.
into Fuzzle Beast.
yeah,
He has
trying
the
to catch the
tantrum.
tantrum, but
And
yeah, he didn't
Catapult is
grief.
actually strong on it.
Yeah, he's going to be completely
Yeah.
fine. And Lucy's gun does live, so moving that Polywog absolutely clutched it. She is doing really, really well here, and now I
What a
think
beast.
things are looking really good for Dumb and Dumber in game 2.
And
Yeah,
they
they can
go
go
for this
10.
wave 9.
No, they go 9. I could have seen them.
Fizzleberg is gonna income though, right? Yeah.
He does.
You can't leak double orb
Yeah,
or...
you can't.
No, fair enough. Just take your income and snowball the game.
Yeah,
like,
he's all
economically, they're
value,
already
right?
ahead, so...
Yeah.
Widdowson also overvalued, but I don't know what he wants to build here.
Boar.
He goes
I guess.
Boar, he's kind of missing damage. I guess he has
Hmm.
Pixies and the Whirlycopter.
I mean, what else can he build, though? Like, with 290 gold, he can build 2 Grolls, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope plus 10 is enough for him.
I don't think it will
don't
be.
think-
Like, it's plus
I don't
10,
think
but
so.
apart from the boar, his units are trash on this wave.
And the mole is like pretty good against all the little
Yeah.
copter spin. That's pretty good split tanking
Yeah,
so
that's true.
far.
But now it's collapsing onto his damage dealers, and they're going down one by one.
Yeah.
He is holding pretty well, honestly.
He actually is, yeah. Like
His power value is pretty good here.
value is pretty strong, I guess. Lucy leaking 25% to the two snails. He even gets the last wave creep. So Widdowson 33%. I think he's very
Fair
happy with
play.
that result. But he was
Valid.
overvalue after all.
It was plus 10, so I mean, he got pixies at least, so
Yeah.
got some mythium at least, even. And Lucy's just queuing up the
Oh, the
mole again.
resend. Oh, there it is.
The classic.
Nobody
They can't
expects
send
the
nothing.
resend.
Wilson does actually look like he's expecting it. Probably gonna sell for Levi or build 2 planes?
Mhm.
Or. Well, I can't build the tank.
Or shift for red eyes.
He can cred on 10.
What does he
Okay,
build?
just
He's
two
just building
planes.
more Tempests. Okay.
It's worse
It's the
against the
molest?
mole.
Yeah. And it is gonna be more brute. Lucy did push, and speaking of Fizzle, also like turbo
Yeah,
push
they
here.
pushed
Yeah.
for this resend, and I think it's
Fuzzlebear's going to
pay
leak
off.
decently to the snails, I think.
Is he?
Yeah. King has
Yeah,
the Avenger.
The catapult is quite strong.
And he has the
Catapult is
death cap
really
as
strong,
well.
and the death cap is actually very tanky.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, King is
King,
just
King
snacking. It
Downs
looks
is
like.
easily holding. Widdowson leaks
I think
58%.
Mole is maybe not the right send against King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuzzlebear
I
does
mean,
hold
what
as
else do you
well.
send?
What else do you send? I guess is the
Yeah,
thing.
Robos? I don't know.
Or just Fiends. That's quite
I
good,
don't
you
know.
know.
I feel like
Like,
income.
Think,
concept.
yeah, I don't know.
Leap.
Like Pack maybe,
Hmm.
but then you're
Yeah.
sending Pack Snail. It's also not very good.
He
Oh, you
have
didn't get an income. Yeah.
Well,
I got
now,
nothing.
now Abrasiet do have the pressure lead by
Yeah.
a decent margin, and Lucy's even income sending again here.
Surprised
Fuzzlebear,
Fizzle saved.
he's got to be thinking about breaking that stash, right? Like, he's minus 350 here on wave 11.
No, not here.
The Diamond Hands. He'll pop in
You
next.
gotta hold.
And Witterson's starting up the farm.
That's so
Wasn't
greedy. Lucy and Fuzzlebear both taking
Oh my
the
god.
black market.
Everyone's black market.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess Lucy feels like she'll hold next.
Yeah, I mean, look at
anyways.
Lucy's income now.
Lucy's income
And
is obscene. 275 income.
Yeah.
then black market is coming.
Yeah.
That's
Lucy
really
loves the
nice.
plus income castle. Plus income leader soul plus castle.
There's
They're gonna
the
go for the 12
ram.
stun, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if Fuzzlebear breaks open the piggy bank.
12, surely.
Surely he can see. He might be in some trouble otherwise.
Or-
They go for a full send of their own, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm.
That surprises me. I
King-
thought they
King-
would just income
King is
King.
weak. King
Yeah,
is
King
is
is
weak.
weak. Yeah.
Witter is not that weak.
No, Winston's not
Um,
weak. He even upgrades
Fizzle,
the Leviathan here as
like-
well.
Click the
Stash,
button,
stash,
Drizzle.
stash, stash, stash.
Click it, Drizzle. He's not clicking it.
He's got 164 gold in his stash.
You can build another flower.
Yeah, he can build another Hellraiser. He
He's
can build 2
holding.
more
I mean-
maidens.
I mean, I guess he does have 2 death caps and 2 tantrums.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe he
he's
thinks he can just
confident.
AoE the wave.
Maybe he might, honestly.
He
like,
might.
It's not that big of a sand. And
Yeah,
Mask is split
Greece-
tanking a little bit.
Split tanking,
Yeah.
but not too much. That's pretty good
Like, the
aggro
wave
there
is
for
melting.
Fizzlebear.
The wave is melting.
Yeah,
He's actually one-shot the wave. Almost.
almost. Well,
Why stash when you don't need stash?
King Dance though, 126%.
Yeah, King needed
Uh-oh.
this.
I think he maybe did need stash though.
Yeah, I mean, stash, full hold, full cover could have been.
That's a stash league. He gets extra gold.
Oh,
Yes, he does. But they're also going
Yeah.
to take extra king damage as a result. So
yeah.
Or let's see how
Maybe
much
they
he
think he's
gets.
stashed.
True.
yeah. Well, Abrasier, they're taking quite a lot of king
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
like
that
King
was-
Dance
the-
leaked
the
really
full
badly.
sudden match worked well there, and now they have Giga incomes.
Yeah.
Enough. Fizzle gained 100 gold from that league.
GG's.
Stash.
Stash was coming.
So
I
it's
don't
gonna
know,
be-
guys. I just think like he
He's
could
still gonna
easily
reroll,
have held
actually.
and full covered
Yeah,
and
he
taken
could
no
have.
damage. And
He hasn't clicked
they'd
either
be
of the
so far
bottom right
ahead right
buttons.
now.
He's a holder.
And
It's
now,
gonna be nice for 15, because 15 is
Yeah.
their shared weak wave from Lucy and Fizzle. So
Yeah.
Fizzle can have a lot of value on there.
He's got 258 gold in there now.
It's gonna be like 400 something on 15.
yeah. You should probably reroll to at least take a look.
Yeah, I mean he has Hades, right? So
Yeah, I just mean
You-
like you can probably decide what to build at this point.
hmm
Witterson,
Witterson minus one
struggling.
Sakura.
no, there's a Sakura alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He lost one of them.
Oh, he has multiple. Okay.
Yeah, I mean everyone is playing for the farm.
hmm
Everyone
Lucy
got
on
their,
378.
Like their black
income.
markets.
the black markets kicked in.
It's very, very fat, yeah.
Yeah.
King redrew into the Azeria for 15, so looking solid
Oh,
there.
Maybe we see Fizzle and Lucy skipping.
Yeah, skip
Oh,
with
and you
stash.
use the stash for the skip. I like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. I mean, look at these builds are so
Yeah, the
tunneled on
like
15.
Witter. Yeah, they're really tough.
Okay, to be fair, King is like pretty okay on 16 as well, but
I
I mean, he's worse. He's worse, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Widdowson's overvalue as well. So, like, if they do
Yeah.
send 15, I think they probably just income.
Yeah,
Let's
stash
see.
the Hades and
Okay,
Oh,
there's
it is a
sending.
full send. Okay.
Okay.
Just kidding, guys.
I like the line though, Offma.
Yeah. That would have been a cool line.
All right, all
I mean,
four
it's
players
Still
have
stash.
Puzzle there. Will you please use your stash button? Please,
He does.
He
He
does.
does.
Okay.
Okay.
What
he
a
does.
beast.
Surprised he didn't go for like one tantrum for 15.
Hmm.
Oh, the double it. The Hades possibility.
Big bro and little bro.
He's plus 65, yeah. And of course, there's
Nice.
no Krakens coming because Widdowson doesn't know about the Hades.
King,
Ghost Knight is
I
not
mean,
bad though.
This is pretty smart to go against the Needler.
Yeah.
Tree spam.
True.
So let's see. I mean, plus 65 for Fizzleberg. We expect him to hold.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lucy has pretty good value in a Phoenix as well. That's kind of smurfing, so she
Oh,
can
that
maybe
Phoenix is
do really
amazing
good.
there for Lucy.
Oh, she's holding as well.
Wow,
She's
easy.
one shot in the boss.
Beast.
They're both just like easily holding, I think. Let's
And
have a look at King Downs and Widdowson.
also- Well,
Is he holding?
is he?
The Needler?
No,
the
I
Needler
think
is
he-
cooking.
The Needler's
yeah,
kind of ramping.
Yeah, he's going to lose the
Witterson
Needler.
is also leaking the Needler.
Oh, the Needler's
Needler
going
with the
to-
tea bag.
I mean, these Needlers are
Oh,
worth
yeah,
crazy
Needlers.
amounts of gold on their
Yeah.
own, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
it's like they get like 100.
The King
something.
with
They
just,
have
like,
one King
slightly
attack.
more,
This
yeah.
is...
Still
Oh.
could have done King damage.
They'll deal some damage, yeah.
The ticklers here.
They're debuffed Needlers, right? That's the problem with Needlers
Yeah.
when they reach the King.
But I mean, economy advantage is economy advantage.
Hmm.
Now you just need to figure out how to win the game.
Yeah.
It's always, looks like Lucy and Fizzle are pushing workers.
Yeah, they want to go for a 17 end, which kind of makes sense. Witterson's not actually very
Yeah.
good on 17 against like some bears or some range stuff.
I mean,
It
they've
makes
pushed
sense.
decently as well on the side of Abrasiad, so
Yeah,
True.
they're
they
going to
may
struggle
also
to
play for
hold.
17 considering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like Lucy has a lot of bad value on 17 as well.
True.
And we all know bucklers are kind of like fake tanks when you get later in the game.
It's interesting.
I would have thought one of the teams tries to go for a bit more of an overbuild, but I guess they both feel like they need to get something done.
Well, Dumb and Dumber, they have way more workers, and
Oh
it
my
will
God.
be... I guess it's going to come down to a race here on 17.
Me smash.
And they're sending the damage.
King and Witter are pushing.
Oh,
Ah.
they're.
Witter is
What?
Sui? Wait,
Yeah, he. Looks semi.
they're double suing. Well, that's
Oh, that doesn't work.
unfortunately when the other team also full pushed instead.
Yeah.
I
guess
don't
they
hate it
not.
though, honestly. Like
Yeah.
Abracet, they
Yeah.
know they're behind. They're just hoping to, they hope that their enemies save here, and then they can
Yeah.
win with this full push.
Yeah, they looked at the value, saw that they're still on value, so they assumed that Fizzle and Lucy went for like a shift and hold.
Yeah, yeah. But this
But
is unfortunately only going to go one way, and that
yeah,
is in
it's
favour of
probably
Dumb and
GG.
Dumber.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually still receive bigger sends, by the way,
Yeah.
even despite the
Yeah.
double suicide play. So
They double suit to have less workers,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's the type of game that you said they would have the best chance in, which is like a late game,
yeah.
late game and not like an 11-12 end game.
210% there for King Dance, by the way. And sure, Lucy and Fizzlebear both leak, but this race is very much only going one way. So Dumb and Dumber, they have equalised the series. We're 1-1 now
well done.
after 2 games.
Very nice.
Castle
Okay.
Masterclass, as expected.
Well, that's 2 really strong masterminds out of the pool, though, now for Dumb and Dumber, right? Because Stash is gone, Castle is gone, and
Hmm.
I don't know, like Stash to me seems like the best mastermind of the tournament. I think, as we were saying at the start, it probably is a little bit overtuned, and we're going to see players picking it up quite a lot. And now Fuzzlebear doesn't have it, but not just Fuzzlebear. Like Lucy can't pick it either. So King Dans and Widdowson, they can now play those mid to late game scenarios safe in the knowledge that there is 100% chance their opponent does not have Stash. So that kind of maybe gives them the edge in those kind of mind game scenarios,
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely always advantage to know that they're not playing against Stash anymore.
And they've got it out early as well, so that's only their first game. Lucy and Fuzzlebear, they still need to win 2 more.
Yeah, they do gotta find a way. I mean, there's still plenty of masterminds left.
They're all.
Don't know if Fizzle wants to play Fiesta again. I think that's
He
something that
might.
he likes, so we might see it if the Legion
Yeah.
spells look good for it. But hopefully he gets something better than Grawl Egg Fiesta, because that was not it.
Yeah. Well, the series is tied. We now are effectively playing out a best of 3. And these 2 teams really are looking as close as I kind of expected. Like, a game can easily go either way.
Yeah. I mean, that early game was just much, much better from Fizzleberg and Lucy, and they just closed it out. I mean, kind of just through the fact that they were so far ahead with their masterminds. And then they just kind of, I mean, they just had more money. And
Yeah,
they did make a decisive call to push for 17, right? So I think it would have worked regardless of what Wooderson and King did. Even though they went for the Sui play, if they just try to match or if they tried to skip, they would have also lost for sure. So.
I think Wooderson and King Downs were dead on 17 no matter what.
Yeah.
I think essentially their only chance at winning the game was if Dumb and Dumber saved there on 17. And then their double Sui might have been absolute genius mode. But didn't play out this time, and as a result, game number 3 starts with a tied scoreline. So here we go, game 3.
It's another triple econ.
Yeah.
And Lucy goes for the chaos, which is I don't really think Lucy is a redraw player, so this is kind of her scaling.
Chaos, yeah.
King will go for the redraw.
And
There's
Stash
Stash
is coming
Wooderson.
from Wibberman, yeah.
Let's see, Fizzle.
What do you have,
Is
Fizzle?
it the Fiesta or is it Lock-in?
Lock and random. That's pretty good.
That's solid.
That's much better than Wooderson's lock-in random, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. And Wooderson has a pretty nice scaling role with the Stash as well. Like he can play for some sort of Boar Halo.
Yeah.
For the Avenger, has the Steed, like plenty of combos. King going. I wonder if he'll go for the Boom Tree. I'm not joking. Adamas was like, "This is broken." You go.
Oh,
you
I
just
saw
double hunt.
Chuvis play
Don't
this
push
earlier
on 2.
today.
How do those work? 2 workers and then
Yeah.
double hunt on 3?
Yeah,
Or-
you just. I think it's like you double hunt on 1, hunt 1 on 2, no push, and then Boom Tree on 3, double hunt.
Interesting.
But then you can double hunt again on 5, right?
Like he
Because the
rerolls.
tree solo holds wave 5.
Yeah,
I guess he's
4.
completely ditched the plan.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been fun to watch.
Oh, the
They
double
go-
archer. Oh, the
Well, it's risky.
yeah, it's risky if they get big send on
To
5.
be fair, yeah, like the treasure hunt makes it slightly less because you know you can have like
But
answer.
I guess Lucy and Fizzlebear also have the same issue. Casket and Archer.
Sure,
Also.
Wave 5 could be interesting, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, King has very good answer for 5. Witterson probably is the worst answer. Like maybe Slime Mommy, I guess.
Or
But King will have like Oathbreaker plus Ninja plus Unhunt, and Fizzleberg will have Warg plus Sea Dragon, or Crusher Sea Dragon.
yeah. Wooderson does have the Halo, but he'd have to shift quite a lot on 4 to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Lucy going 6 workers probably with the casket.
Oh, well, Lucy has Atom, and Atom is pretty broken on 5 and 6.
Yeah. Can at least guarantee no huge problems. Fizzleberg, what does he want to go for? Just the Crusher. I like it. Wooderson actually goes 6 workers here, so
Yeah. Only receiving 1 snail, though. He's going to be rewarded.
yeah. And he and King both don't send full here, or well, King doesn't send at all, so they may already have their eyes set on something, or they're just trying to keep a little pressure.
Yeah, I think they might just be protecting their like wave 5.
Yeah,
Keep
probably just gonna see everyone around 6 workers,
Yeah.
and they go for the
They just
income,
go for the wave 4 income send. Okay, that's interesting. I thought they might just maintain that pressure up to 5, but I guess they prefer to just scale.
A little awkward for Fizzleberg is like he built the extra pony, so he can't go Sea Dragon here, which would then let him push much harder.
Lucy going for a little bit of a block build here. Can we?
maybe
I
just
guess-
check.
I guess she feels like if you build it half down, it might not tank for the casket. I
Yeah,
don't.
for the casket, yeah.
I mean, it probably doesn't matter. I can just sell it later, but
Yeah.
it is kind of funny.
Well, it did tank for the casket. That's.
So King actually Giga Greeting here and leaking to 1 snail. Almost could have been like a disaster, honestly, to double snail.
Yeah. But he's pretty fine with the leak the way it was.
Yeah. So Fizzleberg on 8 workers now. Same with the Whipperman.
Yeah, Lucy looks like such a chaos board. It's just a random collection of units.
Oh, that's funny.
King going for a double archer here. Pretty sus, I would say, but he is overvalue, I guess. And
Double
Fizzleberg
archer.
kind of just owning him with this Snail King episode on repeat.
Yeah.
And Fizzleberg.
Archer does go down.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's
that's a
fine,
crusher.
He's fine, right?
Does the crusher
Yeah, I
live?
think so.
Crusher.
No.
I think it's dead, but
Uh-oh.
they did a good job.
There's 4 creeps, 3 creeps.
Bazooka?
He's fine.
Oh, Wooderson leaking no send?
Everyone trying their hardest with Archer.
Oh.
I mean, it is going to be 1 creep here as well.
Yeah. Here's another round of Snail King ups, it looks like, from Fuzzlebear. You know, he's found a formula,
Oh,
doesn't want
yeah.
to break it.
King has the imps queued up if he gets them. I don't think he will, but
He just misses it.
Lucy's
Oh,
lucky day.
Oh, Lucy's locked in the mimic.
Ah, I like
saw the
that.
slime siren and instantly going for the mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And Witterson is
But
mega undervalue.
Lucy is
Yes.
receiving a full send here, though. It's
Yeah,
Dino Robo
yeah.
here.
she is a decent board with the Whirlybirds, tanks, well.
I think this thing is really important. So is it going to run it down or not?
I think
Yeah,
it
and
should be fine.
all the little tier
Tanking
1s are
2.
really good
Oh,
on
it's tanking
6.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's perfect,
perfect.
actually. It's perfect.
the block
What a
built
beast.
warg is coming in hot.
Yeah, but that was actually, I think that was the one that pulled the third one.
Yeah,
Genius.
what's going on in Fizzlebright's lane?
Oh,
He went
Waldo?
for the Zeus.
Oh, Waldo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
Zeus is just not good with Archer.
No.
Oh, King
King
Dan's
leaks
just
the
dumped on
snails,
Archer.
meanwhile. This is a bit of a fiesta game so far.
These guys need to study up on their archers.
Do you know of any good guides?
Let me consult. You probably have to search, you know?
But here's that mimic
Well,
now coming out.
Yeah,
from
I mean,
Lucy.
that can make up some of it, but I think Witterson is, well, he might end up in a situation where his best gold is to do something
Another
that you might
Sarah.
know.
I
Yeah.
mean, he can doesn't he have like perfect gold to sell this for a sovereign?
Oh, yeah. Wait, how much is
No.
it?
It's
no.
you get 30. 30
Yeah.
gold.
Ah,
So
I
you're
thought you got
6 off.
36. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's he gonna
Yeah,
do?
that's gonna be
He's
very...
gotta build something.
Oh, okay, he does not want to feed the Mimic. He just
not
like, no,
wanna feed-
I'm not feeding the Mimic.
I'll just take it.
I'm building one of the worst units on 7.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
see.
but the Mimic is still snacking.
12 gold already. It's definitely going to chew through these
Oh, this one.
slimes.
Oh no, it's such a
Oh,
noob.
no,
Okay,
come on,
it's
eat,
coming back.
eat. It's eating.
Oh no! That's so much gold on the mimic.
Oh my god.
It is getting targeted now, but he
Wait.
can never
Oh.
kill it, right?
No, I think it's yeah.
And another 3
And
gold.
another one.
36
And
gold
this
on the
be-
mimic.
What?
Lucy leaks
King.
46% to a fiend, meanwhile, though, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
39 gold
should-
mimic is nice, but you're feeding away 20% of your king HP at the same time.
Yeah. Oh wait, Witterson did have a stash there, so he could have just stashed the
He
Avenger.
could have just stashed
Nah,
it,
you-
but he didn't.
I mean, probably didn't think Avenger would hold.
Yeah. Well, he could have
And
done
Thor
like
probably doesn't either.
a Trinity Archer as well. You know, he had options.
Yeah. In any case, they still are quite ahead.
Where's
Yeah,
the
Lucy's
Brute?
having a bit of a rough one, it looks like.
The Brute is
Yeah.
queued up. Does it go through?
Oh, not quite.
Yeah. I think Fizzleberg would have had a much smoother game if he went for instead of like a Zeus, just like
Nice.
literally more bazookas on 6 or like Sea Dragon plus something. Just because I mean you just don't get a lot of value out of the Zeus not tanking anything.
Yeah.
Pretty nice hold here for Lucy.
And a big wave 9 send coming out,
Yeah.
it looks like. Wait,
Oh, it's a Pro League.
it's a perfect
It's a
pro league,
Pro
actually.
League.
She
Okay.
can
What
go
are
for
we
the big yellow
sending?
guy if she wants.
Another Mimic?
Mimic.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta send the Mimic.
Gotta
against
come back
these
somehow.
targets. It's an income
I mean,
Mimic.
Yeah, he can. I mean, he could stat. He could just go Boar, sell for Boar,
I
right?
guess he's gonna sell this for a boar.
Kingdans and Wooderson are sending full as well, and
Yeah.
I mean Fuzzlebear's on
Oh my
value,
God.
so even though his units are bad, I think he should do pretty well. And Lucy, yeah, Lucy's overvalued with a Fire Lord. She's going to be fine.
Yeah. I mean, Fizzleberg is just transitioning off the Archer. Basically, he's just gonna play Zeus Boar.
Yeah.
Which I think makes sense. I mean, it's better
That's-
scaling.
Let's watch this Mimic. This is
Yeah.
gonna
Let's
eat.
watch the Mimic.
Oh, you got one
Oh,
of the
yeah,
slimes.
wow.
It is
Just
currently
a bit
chewing on
more.
a ball, though. Oh, it gets
Oh,
the ball!
Boar!
Oh,
my
the
God.
slime mummy! And now all of the slimes!
Oh, no, no.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
missing.
missing. It's
The
missing.
creeps are too strong.
It's getting focused.
Oh, no, it's getting sniped.
Oh,
what
that's
a
a sad
shame.
mimic,
What a
unfortunately.
shame.
And
King
Kingdan's
Mimic.
leaking only 33%. Meanwhile, Wooderson just holds.
Yeah,
Just
but
also
Fizzo and
holds.
Lucy at least also both hold.
Yeah.
So
So it's not a disaster.
there's a little light.
But
at
just
their end of
imagine
the
how good
tunnel.
this position would be for them if they just income Kinged here.
Yeah.
They would be right back in the game.
Lucy went for the income mimic.
The income mimic, yeah, true. I don't think it collected that much gold though.
Yeah, it didn't.
No. And well, it's a weird game now because triple kind of econ spells. I would assume they want to play for black market.
Hmm. Well, Dumb and Dumber have a pretty high value DR as well.
True. King also kind of just prepping 11 with the big guy. Looks like he's staying on this roll for a while. Maybe at least to get the Disciple down.
Yeah.
But he does have a lot of damage already, so he kind of is looking for like some better tanks. And they're gonna save.
They're saving.
Are they looking
Okay.
for a 12 play? It could work, right? Look, the units are very bad here for wave 12.
True. And Lucy
So-
does have a pretty nice Phoenix on 12.
Hmm.
Yeah, we could see like a DR for one of them.
Yeah, I feel like they
Fizzlebrick
should
is on
DR.
value.
Oh,
That's a greedy
greedy.
black market. That's very
That's-
greedy.
Greedy. Surely,
Yeah.
okay. Lucy also agreed.
King goes
King Dance is
DR.
the only reasonable gamer.
Mhm. Lucy full sends actually.
Yeah, goes for the brute here.
Oh,
Maybe it
so the-
works.
no shutdown though.
Yeah, but is
No
it just
shutdown.
bad if one of them leaks? Because King Dan's
Yeah.
got income king.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how much gold you get from the leak here,
Yeah.
but
It doesn't look like it's
gonna
going to
be
be
that
a
much.
ridiculous amount.
yeah,
Both Slime Mummies got full mana.
yeah, just so much delay. So like a third of the wave.
Yeah, I mean, he's leaking, but this is just more time for King
Yeah.
Dans and Widdowson. And with the double black market picked up by Fuzzlebear and Lucy, their greed might just cost them
Yeah.
this game.
That's gonna
They may
hurt.
die.
They might
They
die.
may. Unless they have some secret sauce.
I mean, Wither is sending against the Pyro, which
We
are
will go
coming,
for.
so that's a good bear.
Yeah.
That is a
Double
good
Pyro,
bear.
double
Very
Ball.
good bear. We have the APS Phoenix. Can it smurf against the wave 12? Maybe?
It
The
will
tank
kill.
value
The
is kinda
issue
not
is that
there.
she built
Yeah.
the catapult.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of that value here.
Yeah, they were playing for wave like 18, but
Fuzzlebear's on value with double Pyro, though.
That's a bear though.
It is
Yeah.
a bear, yeah, it is a bear. The bear is...
Oh wait, one of
Very
Pyro
quickly dead.
is it tanking or is it
oh
dying?
my god, it's like Giga Split tanking.
Oh, that
Well,
Phoenix,
maybe it's
yeah,
dying.
really doing work. I mean,
But
the
I
rest
think
of
it's
the...
fine, right? It's dying after everything
Wait,
else.
It's
Oh,
done its job.
Wait,
It's just a
Fizzle?
snack?
Yeah. Fizzle
Just a
Beast!
snack?
Fizzle Beast, man!
Wow, I
It's always
did not
black
s-
market.
I didn't. I'm gonna write down this Pyro positioning.
Yeah, holy moly.
It
It's actually
sm-
nasty.
it actually Smurf tanked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, that kind of saved, well, it literally saved them from death here. But
Yeah.
also gives them a chance. I mean, they're up one black market. They are down 10 workers. It's not like King did nothing with the DR gold, but
They're also up 400 value, though, so that's 8 worker equivalent.
there's something.
Let's see how it doesn't really shift.
Yeah,
Still behind.
things are still tricky. And wave
But-
14 is the play for King.
Yeah, King and Wither are really weak on 15.
Won't the
Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense.
won't the black market power score not really kick in until 14 though?
Yeah, but
So
Yeah,
we
I
might
I mean,
see
it's
those
only
things
it's only
closing.
one difference, right?
It's only one, yeah. I mean, so are they gonna try and skip here? I feel like you kind of have to match Income King, and
Lucy and Fizzle are baiting, so I think they're just trying to hold 14 without sending.
Yeah, which might be a little bit too difficult for them. Like looking at their builds, they
It
don't look
might
great on
be.
14 at all, and King and Widdowson have pushed pretty hard.
yeah. I mean, it's a pretty tough call to make to Income King here for Lucy
Oh,
Fizzle.
Fizzle!
Oh,
no,
Fizzle,
he's
no!
looking for
Okay,
enemies.
it's a very easy call to Income King here.
Yeah. You did so well on wave 12, and now you're
I mean, he baited them
maybe
in, that's
signing
for
your
sure.
team to death.
He baited them. He baited them.
He baited them. They have to send.
They
But he's not gonna bait them
save.
into skipping.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well-
And he's on value.
He might have
Hope-
wanted that value
hope you-
back.
Yeah, those golems.
I mean, the problem is he's
Hmm.
legit full AoE.
Oh,
Well,
he's building
that's
for
not a good
15
unit
as
here.
well, is he?
Oh,
With the...
maybe we don't build this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
But
this
we need a
guy.
red eyes here, right?
Yeah, I think so. This is gonna be home run.
Yeah. Unless Lucy can pull off
Wait,
something
but
crazy.
Double
Wait, double
Ghost
GK,
Knight
no
into
damage.
Phoenix.
It's not
But
what I would
guess
expect.
against this-
I mean, maybe the Phoenix will just die because you aren't killing any of the creeps?
Oh,
Nope, that's Scopium.
And Phoenix is
just-
tanking
just
amazing.
to
I mean-
tank the trebuchet damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this Trebuchet is hitting close range now.
Yeah.
Fizzlebear's leaking everything though.
yeah.
That's 85% there, and Lucy Phoenix did tank
That's-
very nicely, but 69% leak nonetheless, and that will be death. So, Abrasiat
GG.
taking the lead
GG.
once again here in the grand finals, 2-1.
Witter used his stash at the end.
Yeah?
What a beast. Well, 2-1 now in favour of Abrasiat. So, Drakia, you are the one amongst us with the most tournament experience, it's fair to say. When you're in a position like this, because your opponent's on match point now, right? You can't afford to lose a single game. So how does that affect you in terms of your morale? Are you worried? Are you anxious? And what does your game plan look like from here?
I mean, it probably doesn't really change too much, but I guess I could imagine that Fizzle might pull out the Fiesta, and they might just embrace the coin flip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Try
back against the
to
wall, flip the coin.
try to get some cheeky wins.
Well, fair enough. I mean, if that's what works for them, right? And I think if they view themselves as being the underdogs now in this match, which at 2-1, they kind of are, right? So if they view themselves as the underdogs here, then coin flip gaming is the correct play.
Yes.
You have to go for high risk, high reward strategies if you are in an underdog position. So if that's what they go for and it works for them, then happy days. But the problem with high risk, high reward strategies is they are high risk. So we'll have to see if they go for that. But I do kind of agree with you that if they just try to go, pound for pound with King Dans and Widdowson and just play out a bit of handshake gaming, that is more likely to favour Abrasiat. And now that they're at 2-1 in the series, I just don't think they can afford to handshake it out.
They need to get something in the early game going.
Yeah, like I would like to see like some aggressive players, like an Ogre on 7 or something, if they can find an angle like that. Should go 7-8. Something that's
Something criminal.
something cheeky.
Alright, so we should get game number 4 under wraps pretty quickly, guys. And remember, this will be match point here. So Abrasiat only needing one more game to earn the crown, while Dumb and Dumber cannot afford to lose another game or they are out of this tournament. So I would love to see Dumb and Dumber take this game because, more than anything else, I just want to see the best of 5 played out. Extra content, But Abrasiat, they might have other ideas for this game. And I thought they were going to start the game, but I guess we've got a little bit more padding to do.
Small tactical break.
Yeah. So let's talk about the masterminds. Both sides have used Stash.
Yes.
Lucy's used Castle, King Dan's has used Redraw, and Widdowson has used YOLO. So what do we think? Like, King Dan's obviously very much a chaos enjoyer, so maybe he goes back to that. Widdowson, I mean, he usually just uses greed in this sort of situation, I think. Dumb and Dumber, they have a lot more to choose from, though. So if they want to mix it up, if they do want to go for the coin flippy Fiesta game like you suggested, maybe they do that here. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. What are your predictions, Drakea?
Yeah, I think I agree. It's gonna be Wither, Greed, Chaos King, and then yeah, Fizzlebear, Fiesta probably, unless it's like no offensive spells, and Lucy, maybe Cartel if it's Fiesta. We'll
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. The players have finally decided to end my suffering and pressed the start game button. So here we go. Game
Let's
number
go.
4 of your April Grand Finals is here. Abraceit
Oh.
versus Dumb and Dumber. Let's go.
There's the
Yeah.
insta pick Fiesta. Okay, King's Guard.
Okay.
So
He once
let's
again does not
see.
have a Fiesta.
Yeah, that is a pretty terrible Fiesta roll there for Fuzzlebear. Like, surely that's a wave 1 reroll.
Oh, lock in, okay.
Okay, lock in random.
Oh,
and
okay,
cash out.
completely different masterminds. Fair enough.
Yeah, not a bad lock in random.
I
Yeah,
really
just
want
looks
to
like
see
a-
Fizzlebear just instantly reroll. Just pick some
Yeah,
He
pick
should.
some
Units,
and reroll.
and then reroll for a consort or
Yeah.
whatever.
Just
Yes,
pick, like,
opener.
Disciple Steed plus whatever, and then go
Yeah.
and look for a proper Fiesta.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he did it. Nice.
He
nice,
did
nice.
reroll, yeah.
That's something I had to teach Lucy.
Well, he missed.
He's playing
He
Fiesta
missed.
Berserker, it looks like.
That's a Lucy special as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a Chuba special.
It's
That's a
I think you
choice,
mean joke on you, guys. Come on, credit where
Oh yeah,
due.
true.
That's
True.
actually a joke on you special.
Yeah, you're right. the Berserker, and then you don't build at all until wave 5.
Yeah. You just add enough to kill the Scorpion, right?
I mean, the Zerker's enough.
The Zerker's got the Scorpion King. So King playing like a Lucy role here. Tempest, Garg.
Yeah. And
That's
a
solid.
pack rat for good measure.
Okay. So Fizzlebear and Lucy have Disciple Steed. So late game
Yes.
is on their side, but will they get there?
Will
And-
they
With
get there?
AOA in the game, that's always scary.
King Clapper's there for Lucy as well, so very, very
Yeah.
strong late game.
Yeah, it's like Giga Starkweller board.
Witterson.
Lucy is
Yeah.
tending to be the Fiesta player. Although it's not a very good pretend because he would have just started consort.
Yeah.
She is
she's
snailing
going for a
Wilson's
snail.
Gatecard here.
There's that's a good snail for or no, that's looters, never mind.
Yeah,
It's
the,
probably holding
the most
units.
broken unit of all time. Wait,
Hey,
what?
he only has one buckler. I
Oh.
think it might be a good snail.
Yeah, wondering if King holds, I'm not sure.
Oh, King gets snailed
Probably.
too.
Yeah.
Will the Gatecard get second summon? It's hella close.
No, it doesn't. Okay, I mean, these are two
Ouch.
pretty good looking snails then.
Got it.
King gets one at the
Damn.
last second. He's the luckiest man.
You gotta flip something.
Snails. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, the coin flip.
Yeah,
Just gotta
yeah.
embrace it.
I mean, 10 creeps reaching the King on wave 2. Like,
Yeah, that's solid, that's solid.
this is definitely the way you want game number 4 to begin if you are a Dumb and Dumber fan.
Okay, and maybe Fizzle can leak to this 60 cent if he positions. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna build.
What is Lucy doing? Not many great
Uh.
options. That Steed is gonna be really bad against the Dragon Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I would honestly rather build a Coiler so at least we
Yeah.
get next. And oh, god,
80.
He said with the Robo as well, that's going to be
The
crushing
back
for
rat.
Lucy.
the BT will
Yeah.
have a very long life.
Yeah.
It might reach the king. Dragon Turtle to the king.
Yeah, it's actually gonna get there.
Oh, that's a 83% leak there for
Not
Lucy.
Fizzle. Look at
Fiesta
that
player
spot.
is covering. Widdowson leaks
And they got
42% to
Wilson
Snails.
again. The Fiesta machine.
Can he defeat the Dragon Turtle?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what a beast. But this is, I mean, 11 creeps including a Robo.
Yeah, it's less good
Matching King HP, actually. 90% for both.
Yeah.
But Jules, for some reason, very happy with Abrasiet right now.
I think it may have something to do with the Fiesta player, who has like 0 income the whole game.
Yeah.
But they can always come back. He's got Mythium on his side.
They're saving lithium, so maybe.
Stockpiling some bricks. King Downs does not look great on 5, but he will be on decent value, right? Because he has a
can
background
hold.
underground. Yeah.
If he wants to, he can just keep the red up.
Yeah.
Which is why they probably should save.
Mhm.
If they want to make something happen.
Will Fuzzlebear get his first Fiesta of the game here on wave 4?
It looks like it.
I mean, the Berserker basically has infinite HP against the chickens.
The lizard is piercing.
Literally can't die.
Oh,
Literally can't
close,
die.
close. Yeah, there. Oh, no, descending.
Interesting.
That
That may not work.
Yeah.
I mean, Widdowson's
I
just
guess-
on value with Gate Guards and a Sea Dragon, so he's completely fine. King Downs, he's 515 value. Like,
That is a very interesting DPS Sea Dragon.
One hunt,
I guess he
hunt. Hunt or no balls. Unlucky.
Well, double bridge, maybe it can still be a small leak here.
Yeah, that's not gonna be worth. You're losing 6
Yeah.
income. And he's gonna like clear the boss, and he even has like a perfect split
Yeah,
tanking on the
Mhm.
coiler. Does it even live? Does
Yeah,
the Tempest supports
Yeah,
it?
the Tempest is helping.
okay, it,
but
it doesn't live, but like this is absolutely not worth
Got him.
Got him.
33%. Willerson holds with room to spare, so yeah, and that's the scary thing. King Downs has
Yeah.
been saving. He's got 120 Mythium stored.
They now have a very good 7 angle.
Ruh-roh. Yeah.
It's actually a bit of a Rut-Row Scoops.
And
Fizzleberg is completely dead.
Lucy and Fizzle have literally no answer.
Yeah, the thing is, Fizzleberg is going to shift for the thing that loses to Mimic anyways.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be Bunk to have a chance. Well, maybe Wilson doesn't get to Mimic.
I think Widdowson gets the Mimic. He's on 132 already.
Yeah. Only with 20 more seconds.
They do have Kingsguard, so maybe that's their answer. for 7.
Kingsguard.
Yeah.
Wave 7 is King's job.
Was King even pro leaking? Yes. Wow.
Oh no.
It's gonna might even be the yellow guy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The yellow guy is spooky. Let's see, does he queue up the yellow guy?
You can afford it. Yeah,
Yep.
Yes.
there we
Wilson
go.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. Like if you give them the angle to send ogre, they send ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now,
then you're in
Widdowson did
trouble.
go brute though, so the Avenger
Yeah.
should be okay. But I mean, it's
Guess
still going to
he's
be
hedging against the Bunk as
Yeah.
the only answer that could save him.
Yeah.
it's still a
Uh,
220 Mythium Send coming out on wave 7.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
He's
and
not
they're
gonna
even doing. No, they don't do king
They're going
ups.
full. Well, if this ogre makes it, it's gonna be rough.
You need king ups.
they
or
need King Ups for
Kingsguard.
there.
You do need King Ups with Kingsguard.
So 240 Mythium on wave 7 here. And Boom Tree was Lucy's answer as well. I mean, it's going to AoE the wave, so at least reduce king damage
She's
that
gonna
way.
be stuck. on
Oh,
the
and it's still
ogre.
stuck on the ogre! Oh no! 104% leak there for Lucy, 108% for
Double home
Fizzlebear.
run.
I bet they're wishing they had those king upgrades right about now, especially because both King and Widdowson hold.
Uh-oh. No king attack.
No king attack. Kingsguard though.
Yeah, they don't take that much damage, but it's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at this gold gained from leaks. It's not that crazy, honestly. Widdowson and King are on around
yeah.
95 gold. I mean, Fizzlebear and Lucy basically have not
Like-
because they haven't really leaked their
like-
opponents, but
that's the thing, like 100 each, and they have more Mythium, and they have more markers.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
uh,
When you look at everything all together, they're in a pretty good spot right now.
yeah. But AOA can change games. Like if we see something like King and Wither skipping 11 and then there's Lucy go for like 11 cent, they could get some bird gold. Then might look not so bad. But usually Wither and King don't make those mistakes.
Yeah. Fool me once.
What is a Fiesta?
It is a Fiesta.
Yeah, true.
Not sure if it's worth, but because that's how much? 5 creeps, that's 25 gold.
It
for
might be worth the
Witherson.
pressure though. Like Fuzzlebear's nearly on 200
Maybe.
Mythium.
Yeah, he could try, but there's a secret answer waiting for him.
I mean, the yellow guy's looking quite appealing. Does save.
Yeah,
Though.
Appealant.
Everyone's saying.
Appealant.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the gate for King.
I guess maybe Lucy and Fizz will try to skip 10.
Yeah, could. They have very good units.
Berserker and Disciple.
Yeah,
Coiler.
I feel like if they wanted to skip 10, Fuzzlebear kind of needs to just go for a risky shift here, especially because Lucy's so strong.
I think he leaks no sense.
I think he's risked too much.
But maybe they feel like they have to send now. 'Cause
Yeah. I don't know
they
if you're
can
allowed to play
actually-
Wave 10 with like just 1,000 value.
I mean, would they
Or
even full
receiving.
send? Like, they could just income.
I mean, then they're losing. Like, it's like if you income while behind, you lose. In most
And
cases,
They
They
do
save.
save. Okay.
it's like the only way incoming when behind is like a winning play if you like hold their full send. But
Yeah,
why would they full send?
Yeah.
Or like, it's rough, but this is
Yeah.
decent for them if Lucy can hold at least.
Well, how decent is it? Because Fuzzlebear should be leaking against the income send, and
I
Lucy
mean- And he's gonna damage the boss a bit.
is going to damage
Yeah.
the boss. I don't know if Lucy holds
Then-
either. Like, that's a lot of
Yeah,
Mythium.
those snails are pesky for the
Yeah.
Starcrawler.
they go for the Wave 11 send with the AOA.
Both Starcrawlers are on the boss now. They do kill it pretty quick.
Thistleberg is actually doing. Yeah, I mean, he's got
One
very
more
good
cast
units.
Lucy
from-
does hold, I think.
Nice.
And Fuzzlebear, yeah, I mean, that's honestly not a bad Fiesta at 43%.
Yeah,
and here
yeah.
comes their counter-attack, guys. So we see the Ghost Knights already clicked, although that's questionable, into a Leviathan circle.
Maybe, yeah, I don't
He
know.
goes
why that
sent it to the
Ghost Knight-
split.
He's going to have
Yeah,
to
but
send
there's
it.
nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Never mind.
I also
The
thought
looter.
like, oh, the split goes in, but like, wait, there's 2 looters and
That's
2
just two
gargoyles.
looters.
And all out.
But
So
no,
the
I
King
guess-
Downs and
for
Widdowson
AoE.
are going
I guess,
full as
like-
well.
I guess it's not likely for him to upgrade it, maybe. I mean, I guess it is
Yeah.
kind.
It's a double Ghost Knight from Fuzzle
Okay.
Beast.
I don't know about that.
Um,
But Lucy
yeah.
can hold here, I think.
yeah, she is
And if
gonna have to
they-
do the cover bit as well.
She's going to need
Yeah,
to,
cover-
because it is a full send coming out from King and Widder. Like, not a small
Hmm.
one either. They
Double
both took
GK to
AoE.
Witherson is pretty cruel. I think he literally cannot
Yeah,
kill them.
this board doesn't kill Ghost Knights. But
Yeah.
these 2 can kill some creeps, I guess.
Yeah, they can snack some creeps in the meantime.
Fuzzle Beast is minus 500 here, by the way.
So, he's got the harden.
Okay, I think this
We
is
got-
the wave where it all ends, guys. We've got 540 for Widdowson, 640 for King, 280 and 240 on the other side, but way higher values on the side of Abrasiert. The
Oh,
Ghost
this
Knights
is
are
something I'm
invincible,
holding.
as you expected. That's 179% leak there
Yeah.
for Widdowson, but Lucy and Fuzzlebear, they both leak as well.
Kingsguard?
Kingsguard is broken, but I
Kingsguard?
don't think it's this broken with only 2 spells upgraded. Surely not.
Maybe it is. Come on.
Kingsguard?
Kingsguard! They win!
Kingsguard? They won! They won! What is that? My god! I wasn't even looking at the other side because I just thought for sure they're dead.
And I thought they fixed that bug, but they're not even close.
Not even close. Yeah,
Holy.
amazing, amazing.
Oh,
Oh, it did help that
jeez.
Wooderson literally could not kill a Ghost Knight.
Wow,
So,
he
like-
literally couldn't kill a Ghost Knight. Yeah, that was.
a huge leaks.
I mean-
just enough damage.
wow.
I just need to show you guys this win probability graph because Abrasiet miles ahead the entire game, and then whoosh, they go skiing down a red slope apparently to the end of the game. That was crazy, man. That
Wow.
was one of the biggest upsets I think in a Nova Cup, apart from maybe the Four Eyes
Yeah.
on 5 for Xcod and Ashton last month.
What?
That was insane, man. They survive
I
on.
mean, you
on-
said it the AOA.
Yeah.
Yep, the AUA can make
Crazy.
a difference. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was kind of surprised that King and Winter just didn't make Income King. 'cause then-
Yeah, I thought that was like. I mean, I guess they thought they get one shot on 12 if they skip or something. I don't know. I don't really
yeah,
know.
maybe.
They probably just never in a million years thought that they were going to die on 11. Like,
Yeah.
King Dan's is nearly 1900 value, and Widdowson's not far behind.
Yeah.
And they get one shot. They were on 90% HP with.
I mean, they had some king ups.
They
too,
had good
like-
king ups. Yeah, they were better than Dumb and Dumber there. Wow.
That is a crazy game. I feel like that's like we had like a similar AOA like crazy game, like it's like 2 years ago or 3 years ago,
Hmm.
as well with Winter and King, where I think Aviator and Julian maybe went for like an AOA resend. After
Yeah. The Four Eyes and the Ghost or
Yeah.
something like that, and then
Because King Dan's just hunted like a million rats on 11 for no reason.
I remember
I mean,
that.
yeah,
Wow.
AOA is just a crazy spell.
Well, we have a game 5 on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That was the dream comeback that we needed from Lucy and Fuzzlebear. So extremely well played from those guys. And now there is
Yeah.
everything to play for. You know, the best of 5 coming down to game 5, and with what a nail-biting race there in game 4 as well.
Anything can happen when you save Mythium.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh man,
Alright.
Kingsguard has been making such an appearance
yeah.
in this Nova Cup. So many clutch Kingsguard.
I mean, we're talking about Stash being strong, but this Kingsguard mastermind, like,
Yeah.
I guess because it's more of a supportive thing, right? So
Yeah.
it kind of flies under the radar. Like, it doesn't really do anything flashy. You know, the person who picks Kingsguard is often not the carry player and all the rest of it. But that mastermind is winning some games, man.
And that's really fun to watch.
It's really fun to watch, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really get any better than that. Them surviving with
Yeah.
1% HP on the king, and then killing their opponents in a game that they were miles behind. That's phenomenal
with-
Kingsguard action, I think.
They got everything left. Everything, all of their like classic masterminds are gone. So
Hmm.
gonna have to follow
That's,
something
well, it's
new.
gonna be spicy.
Yeah, well, we are about to find out, guys, because here it is. The series is tied at 2-2. It all comes down to this. Game number 5. Let's go.
Lock in random. Cartel. Okay.
Cartel on Lucy, okay.
Lock in random.
Alright,
Agreed for
okay.
Widdowson.
Makes sense.
Every
And-
event pulling up the standard.
Oh, Fizzle is okay. Some
Yeah.
things.
Not a bad opener for sure.
I guess yeah, everyone
no,
was
no,
kind
no.
of like an early game role.
Why is it so high?
I don't know. For the boar?
For the boar, I guess. There's a bit of the game that happens before you have a boar, though.
Yeah.
Okay, King, maybe looking for the 6-worker Bone Crusher. With the lock and random, it should be pretty guaranteed.
I mean, he's getting the snail as well, so he's going to be turbo rewarded if he goes for the crusher start.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or does he swap to the shroom?
If he swaps the shroom, he'll be very, very sad.
And he's gonna be sad. See, he's
Oh, he
rerolling.
rerolled. Oh, wow.
Ah. was wondering what's taking so long.
Yeah, it's a classic King Dance. Reroll on one.
They're both
Oh, the double
snailing.
snail.
Double
Yeah.
snail.
So here's that
Oh.
coin flip gaming.
Wait, what
Wait,
is
what's
King
going on?
doing?
Guard.
That's okay.
Oh,
It's
it's a
Green
hole.
Devil. Okay.
I thought he was gonna do. Oh,
Yeah, I
Witterson,
also
though.
thought he's gonna do some weird opener. Oh, Witterson is getting caught.
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. At least there's no surprise about what unit King is gonna build next week, though.
Yeah, true.
He can afford it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Witterson's leaks, he should
Yeah,
get some of it, right?
For sure.
67% there
snail.
for the Wibberman.
Oh, he's also blocking random, right? So like,
Yeah, it's
should
an
have
extra
enough
gold.
gold. And I think everyone will get to their 20.
They do.
Witter even probably sending 40 if he wants to.
Yeah, he can get it. Yeah.
But does he want to? Not really.
Well, probably.
I feel like casket is. I mean, I guess it's a very high up casket.
It's very high up.
We have seen Casket's full house there, haven't we, already today?
We
Yeah.
have on wave 3.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty high up casket as well.
Yeah. But Witter is not queuing it up at least.
He did. Wait, he
Oh,
queued
king
up
up.
the king up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, could be a nice
Wait,
6
is
word.
Adam?
Oh, wow.
Witterson?
Wibberman?
Is that fine?
This might be fine if the Windhog. The Windhog is pretty broken here, right?
Does it win against it? Yeah, it wins.
Yeah, I think it's vibing.
Yeah, Windhawk OP.
Who needs
So
that?
everyone is holding against their
workers.
snail resends.
Oh, Robo queued up by Lucy.
Fizzlebeast gets a DT and income as well.
King going to 7 workers.
Yeah, surely he leaks to a DT when he's on
Yeah,
7
DT
workers.
completely owns the Green Devil, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, if he goes split, maybe not, right? He might ignore it.
He could. Yeah, he has money to build.
He has DPS here as well.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the DT isn't as big of a problem with the Harpy.
Does Lucy get the snail as well?
Oh, she pushed 7
Close.
workers just for the snail.
She does
She
get
got
it.
it,
Okay. Well, let's see.
67
Lucy.
though?
Oh, the Adam.
Oh, the Atom's smurf tanking here for the Wibberman.
Is it? It's
Yeah,
dying
I
too
think
early.
I mean, his 3 units
well,
are all
I mean, it's
splitting.
not bad, but
It's not bad. I think it died a little bit too. But I guess
you
it's
ideally want the
fine.
Windhawk. to
Lucy
not be
leaks
alive.
78% to the snails.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
that sweet push at the snail was not worth it.
Harpy is broken.
This holds, like, easily. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot closer, but I guess Harpy actually just kills DT very, very
Yeah.
fast.
Yep.
So,
Interesting.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty
first
good
blood.
for- Yeah. Somehow their win percentage went up after the Robo hit the king.
Here's
And
another
she
Robo, by
goes
the
for
way.
another
from Lucy.
Robo.
Witterson's playing it
Witterson
very
is
safe, though,
overbuilding.
going for the Treant here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of hopeful Robo sends.
Yeah, Fuzzlebear can send 80 if he wants to.
Will he?
Does he?
Could go Robo.
He does
No.
not. Okay. I mean, King Dan's is absolutely getting away with murder here. Like, he's 8 workers, he's going to be easy holding. Even if Witterson leaks, which I'm not sure he'll be able to cover.
Lucy had to
Adam?
boost
Okay.
2 peewees.
And how is she doing? She's looking pretty good over there. Fuzzlebear does hold. He's 8 workers as well, by the way. But yeah, Witterson holding the Power Mercs end is pretty rough.
Yeah. You not want to be bottom power score on Cartel on wave
No.
4.
Pro leak from
Oh.
Lucy?
For
Oh no.
Witterson's 9 workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fuzzlebear is giving King Dan's the drip in a big way, by the way. Like, he's just never full sending.
Yeah.
But he can have a pretty big send on 6, however.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Sky
there's a
Queen
long
is
wave here.
really bad on 6.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Would be a play long wave here into Lucy saving already.
He did king upgrade. That's weird. I thought he was, sending the lizard to hit a
Oh, but
breakpoint and then.
he does
He's doing
have
a debate king
60.
up.
That's like the king up of like safe, false safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. But king
Oh.
is not falling for it.
He's not falling for it. He can count Mythium in his head.
And I don't think he gets the second fruit.
No, and that's
don't
the
think
that's
he
the king up
does.
difference, right?
Close.
Because without that, he would.
It's hella close. Oh, he went 11 markers. He'll get it.
He pushed
he
no
pushed for it.
Puzzle beast. man.
the coin flipping, but I mean, he's only getting a theme, so
Yeah.
maybe he's
Yeah.
getting away with it.
But Lucy once again full sending, and Widdowson has a violet here, which I think is
Yeah.
pretty good on 6.
That
It's
is a
not too
pretty
bad.
good unit on wave 6. And Fizzle gets the brute.
Yeah.
Worth.
Well, it needs to do some work here, but King Dan's is plus 10 on the recommended value, so I think he's going to do
Build a
remarkably
green
well.
devil,
I mean,
which is
he has a really
pretty
bad board, but
Yeah.
I feel like the only way this goes poorly if he like starts hitting a root and doesn't kill it. But
Yeah, he is attacking the
leaks
full HP Rocco,
two
but it's just going to
creeps.
clean everything up now.
one
Yeah,
creep to
48%
brutes.
there. But wait! The Wibberman's leaking with a violet.
Oh, got him.
Okay.
Fizzle is
It's over.
almost holding.
It's all ogre. Puzzle Bear
Not-
Pro leaks to the Fiend with his push to no send.
Not quite worth.
yeah, not quite.
But maybe the third brute sent in a row.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, this is still some pretty decent king damage, honestly. Abrasiate down at 77% now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have an angle again on 11 or
Hmm.
something like
But,
that, or 12.
Fizzleberg is gonna have a problem on wave 8.
Yeah, I mean, he might get a full Skelly back.
He has got a lot of income.
He
Yeah.
does have a lot of income.
I feel like he can afford his full Skelly whack, but I don't know if that saves him.
Hmm.
It's gonna be an ogre or a pack leader.
Yeah. Lucy also could be in some trouble. We'll see.
I guess Witter might also be in trouble.
Yeah,
He has two.
there might be a lot of people in
trouble.
trouble.
A lot of trouble. But I guess King is not in
King
trouble.
Dan's has that pack leader queued up already. Fuzzlebear's going for a full send. He's got the brute out. Lucy also has the pack collect.
I feel like King is fine. He didn't push.
Oh, Widdowson just
Yeah.
gets the yellow guy.
Oh, he's really fine.
He literally had perfect Mythium for that. But yeah, King Downs he's holding with this and this. And Widdowson presumably will leak. But the question is how well do Dom and Donna do? Because they're both receiving some pretty scary sends here. And while King Downs is looking like a hold, I don't know about either of these guys. Yeah, this
that's
priestess
just Hoda
needs to
lives.
survive.
Yeah.
It's a pack leader buffed wave. So
I mean, you needed to tank a lot, but that looks like a
that is
lot.
too
It's
mu- a lot
tanking
too
way
much.
too much. Way too much. It doesn't even get the second spell out. The pack leader does die fairly quickly, but that's
just
going to be a
Tempest is
bad
surfing.
leak, I think, for Lucy. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Fuzzlebear. How is
Yeah.
he doing? Not so well is the answer. He has killed the yellow guy at least, but that's an 83% leak for Fuzzlebear, 67 for Lucy, and they have one king upgrade.
Oh,
Widdowson, meanwhile,
yeah.
leaking 17% to the 200 send and King Dan's full holding. It's another situation where they just needed to income King, I think.
yeah.
They just both have the same weak wave and both overpushed.
Yeah. And this time they don't have Kingsguard to
the
save them.
recent.
Copium.
It's got-
That is very much a copium resend, yeah. Like, King
But
Dan's board...
Widdowson didn't build.
Does he need to? Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe it can work.
Well, we're
same
about
with
to find
King.
out if he needs to.
and
If he got the bull,
maybe King is shifting some gold for
yeah. I mean, I
Haven.
think King will shift for Haven, but
Well,
I don't know.
that's
Maybe
a
this is
shutdown if they
actually
get
the
him.
play. Yeah.
They are undervalue, but let's see.
Don't brutes just get sniped on 9 when there's a bunk involved? I guess
Yeah,
not if the bunk
probably.
is not tanking.
Yeah, it's getting sniped now.
Yeah,
Widdowson is. killed both
Widdowson is
birds.
just holding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violet is just.
Kingdown's leaked 75, but Widdowson is just holding without building, which is a little bit
Yeah.
soul-destroying for Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, that's rough. But now they can go for the resend.
Oh, the resend, yeah. They'll never see it coming.
I mean, how can they expect it, honestly? Like, this is... they won't
Lucy is
notice.
leaking to no send.
Just shifting, guys. I have the Fader coming.
Trust.
Oh no. Up
And they are
easy.
going for it. But,
They are sending
Yeah,
their
but Kingdowns
Medium.
has the siege ram button pressed right now.
yeah. And they
And
both
so
won't
does
be getting
Widdowson.
a siege ram.
Okay. Well,
Best of luck.
I
That
don't think Dumb and
might-
Dumber are surviving this one, guys.
Maybe the
Yeah.
end.
No rerolls available.
Double
Oh,
Orchid
double
boost.
Orchid
We're back.
boost. Well,
Wait,
you gotta
have to
boost
them,
him,
though.
Fizzle. You gotta boost
You've got
them,
40
buddy.
gold. He does
Okay,
boost
you
them.
boost-
He does boost them.
You heard
Bye
us,
bye.
you
The
heard
Rev
us.
is one shot.
Yeah, the
Maybe
problem
it's a
is
race.
once he's one-shot the ram, he still has this big, like, arcane armored granddaddy to worry about.
Yeah.
The chain.
Peewees. Oh, you gotta boost
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, this one's flying. It gets bonus damage.
Let's see.
I mean, this is a 400 plus Mythium send for both members of Dumb and Dumber. I think
mean,
they need.
actually did one shot the Rev.
It did
The
one shot
ram
the
is
ram.
gone.
But now they've got this guy to worry about, and they have not
Hopefully-
a single king attack upgrade. Meanwhile, Lucy is
maybe the
leaking
end.
everything that's 127%.
Oh, but they leak
leeway.
faster. They leak faster.
They do
They
leak
leak
faster.
significantly faster.
Wait,
But it's not gonna be. Nah.
Surely
it's not-
No.
No, the boss dies.
Okay.
too quickly. Okay.
Oh,
If they had King's Guard.
It's actually quite close.
15%. Oh,
I mean,
let's try.
if they had done Income King on wave 8, then,
Yeah, maybe.
but then the whole game plays out differently then, right? But
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they probably, assuming everything else was the same, Income King on 8 would have won them the game.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I mean, guys, you can't really ask for a much closer series than that. Ultimately, Abrasiat are the champions here, 3-2. But what a close fought match, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, Fuzzlebear and Lucy played phenomenally well here. And the fact that the last 2 games both came down to absolute nail-biter races is really, really impressive stuff. So, thoughts from you guys? Drakir, Offma?
Well, it was a
It
great
was-
series.
Yeah. Like, I think it went a lot like Drac said. Like, a lot of the game, like, Witterson and King are playing very solid, and Fizzleberg and Lucy are just going for crazy stuff. And,
Yeah.
like, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but I think in the end, consistency.
Yo,
Wow.
yo.
Yo.
Hey, King. Congratulations, my man. I understand that Wibberman is feeling a bit under the weather and won't be joining us.
AI is having a rough time, I guess.
Oh, bless him. Well, he was feeling good enough to win Nova Cup, I guess, so it can't be too bad, right? But
Yeah.
well played, man. I mean, a really hard-fought series there in the grand finals, and a well-deserved win, I think, for you guys. How are you feeling after that 3-2 nail-biter, King?
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah, really.
And Widami noticed that it's just better to not play Leech at all.
No
So-
warm up needed.
Stay rusty, win Nova Cup, right?
Yeah, I feel like it almost makes you play worse in tournaments if you play a lot of ranked. Because
Yeah,
it's so
I mean,
different.
that's what I noticed too, actually. It's so different.
I guess on ranked you just don't really care. Kind of auto send, king upgrade the whole time, and win
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, so getting into bad habits, I can see that. I can see that. But King, look, I have to ask you. Those last 2 games were insane. Like game number 4, I thought you won. I assume you
Yeah.
probably thought you won as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of were thinking that they would undercut us on 10.
Yeah.
But I guess they just went for the Giga Gamble play and it worked out.
Yeah. Even with the Giga Gamble, like I thought you guys. Well, I think they survived on 1%, and then you guys just barely died as well. So it was like absolutely insane turn of events, and we almost thought they did the same to you here in Game 5, by the way, because You
Yeah.
guys leaked quite a lot faster, and I think you were dead there, or was there enough left on the king? I'm not sure.
I think they were alive.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was
Alright, okay.
super close.
It was pretty close. It was pretty close. But you can't really ask for a much better finish to a grand finals than that. Like, two closer games you will not find than game 4 and 5 in this series. So super well played to you yourself and Widdowson, of course, but shout out to Fuzzlebear and Lucy because they put up one hell of a fight, I think it's fair to say. King, your thoughts. I'm interested in how you feel about the new mastermind. So Stash does seem to be a bit of a powerhouse right now in the meta. How do you feel about it in tournament play?
I think it's just a lot better castle.
Mhm.
Because you can use it early game if needed, and I feel like up until wave 15 it's just straight up better than castle anyways.
Yeah.
And then it's also just way better than cash out,
Mhm.
because you only lose 2 gold, but if you save it a bit it's already a lot better. I feel like it's just pretty strong, honestly.
Yeah, fair enough. Similar thoughts from myself. And then that kind of panic button, when you know that the big send is coming, and you just bust out 500 on 15, is incredibly powerful. And I think similar to Redraw, it is one of those masterminds that really shines at this level of play. Because you kind of expect that all the players have a pretty good handle on the flow of the game. So people have a pretty good read on when the send is coming. And with Stash, obviously you can break it and hold, and with Redraw you can press the button and find the right unit. So I think when you are playing at this high level, those two masterminds seem really, really strong right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Any questions? Go ahead, Drika.
Yeah, I also want to know what do you think about Kingsguard? Because that also made a very frequent appearance in Nova Cup.
Yeah, it also seems pretty strong. I personally never picked it myself, but I guess it's pretty useful.
Widdowson is on the Kingsguard duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, respectable. And that is, I think, Kingsguard in a nutshell. Like, you don't really want to carry with it, but you really want to have it on your team.
Yeah.
It's the sort of mastermind that you really, really want your teammate to pick. Yeah. And how are you feeling about the meta in general right now, King Dance? Because I think similar to the tournament that you guys won a couple of months ago, you seem to leak a lot in the early game, go fairly low on King HP, not always, but quite often, and then bring it back in the mid to late game. So are you enjoying the new dynamics with how the leak gold has been changed? How do you feel about that?
I think for tournaments it's pretty good. Like if people play properly, but I feel like in ranked it's just gonna end up being lots of income sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if your teammate doesn't work with you, you're just griefing yourself if you try to save on your enemy.
Yeah, fair assessment.
Yeah, that's also actually what's something we'll change next patch. We'll try to encourage power sense in the early game a little bit more. So
Okay.
there might be some stuff coming up.
Oh, yeah, heard it here first, guys. A little bit of a spoiler there.
Yeah.
So, Drakir, I wanted to ask you, actually, how do you feel, you enjoy your time on the cast here? Like, have you had fun watching your tournament partner almost win a Nova Cup without you?
Yeah, it's very fun. It was some of the greatest Nova Cup games I've seen. Like that Wave 11 finish with the with the 1%
Yeah.
live because of Kingsguard was crazy. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. And how was your journey to get to the Grand Finals, King? Like, was the Grand Finals your hardest game? Did you have any tough matches in the group stage, or how did that go?
I think our very first match in the group stage against Bonnie and Sire, that match was by far the hardest one.
Really? How so?
I don't know. They just put up a good fight.
Oh, fair play. I was
Maybe
really...
they just know us better than everyone else.
Yeah, fair. I was really excited to see Bonnie back in the Nova Cup Division 1, and he made it to the semi-finals as well, So fair play. I kind of expected him to be quite rusty, but he proved me wrong. He played really well, and obviously so did Cytogen. So fair shout out to those guys as well.
He had some interesting builds, but they ended up working out.
Looking forward to see more appearances from Bonnie in the future, I'm sure. Anything from yourself, Offma?
No, I just thought the games were a lot of fun, and Kings did actually make true on his promise to join us in the call after. So, congrats to you and Witterson. It was another really sick Nova Cup.
Yeah. Massive congratulations. It's always so much fun to watch you guys play, and just a very well-deserved victory here in Nova Cup. So congratulations. But guys, I think that's probably about all that we have time for on the stream today. So some shout-outs from me. A massive congratulations, of course, to the winners, King Dans and Witterson. But props and respect going out to Lucy and Fuzzlebear and everybody else that we've seen play over the last couple of days. It's been an absolute blast to watch. Huge shout out to the developers, one of which is casting with us today as a first time on Nova Cup, so that's pretty hype. The game is in a really fun state at the moment, I think, and it really makes for some exciting Nova Cup games. I also think the fact that Team Legion continues to grow with Drakir, and you have a new artist as well, is really exciting. You know, to see the team expanding, and I'm sure some exciting things to come in this game and the new one under development. So watch this space, guys. That's going to be super fun. And my final shout out to, of course, the people behind the scenes. So Schnerd and Bozen and Slinky Dinky for the tournament bot. You know, without these guys doing what they do behind the scenes, the tournament wouldn't be able to run at all. So huge shout out to them. And that's it from me. Anything from anyone else?
Not really. Also, awesome Nova Cup, and thanks for having me on the cast.
All right, cool. Well, on that note then, guys, that's everything for this month, and we will see you here again in May. Until then, goodbye.
Bye bye.